Hello, everyone, and welcome to Drakenmemoria. For those of you wondering what this is, well, it's Dungeons & Dragons, or more specifically, a group of people playing Dungeons & Dragons. So if this is not something you want to watch, who knows, maybe you're here by mistake. Depending on where you're watching this from, either from Twitch or from YouTube, you have suggestion either on your left or to your right. I'm sure there's something there you'll find it interesting and acceptable. If not, if you're actually here because you want to be here, because you've had fun in the past, because you think we're funny, because someone said that we're funny and you want to test it out, no other reason, so long as you're not here to shout obscenities in the chat, it's a pleasure to have you with us. Now then, I didn't realize, but we're getting inside of a very snowy region right now. It fits so well because... Okay. I'm for this. The word obscenities is fine.
Shouting obscenities in chat.
And since we're almost at Christmas, well, this is gonna serve for a Christmas special then. Let's just hope you don't die during the Christmas special.
Which Christmas specials will we be emulating today? Will it be the Charlie Brown Christmas special, the My Little Pony Christmas special, or how about one of the DreamWorks Christmas specials? Like, gauge our expectations here.
Let's go with oh god, we're all gonna die special.
So it's the Courage the Cowardly
So
Dog.
it's a feel-good Christmas special. Got it.
I was hoping someone was gonna say, "Oh, so it's a My Pony special." No.
Home Alone. We're under siege from ice elementals in the tavern.
Home Alone.
All right, so.
Oh, I've got plenty of stuff for a Home Alone situation. Rainy is ready for that scenario, actually.
Interesting. I'll have to think about this. All right. Maybe another siege thing. I think we're all gonna need a break from siege thing for at least 2 or 3 episodes. All right. So, well, yeah, I don't have anything else to say except if you like the campfire hearing, ambient mixer, and if you enjoy other D&D channel, there's probably going to be Chaotic Calling joining us right after their own episode. So, thank you to both. There are links below if you're interested in knowing more. I'd appreciate it if you didn't look at this while we're doing our episode, but if you must, so long as you come back after, counts with the statistic, you know. Alright, so, what happened last episode? Well, not a lot, actually. Last episode, the party mostly prepared a huge plan. They prepared a plan to confuse the enemy, followed by a plan to attack the enemy, followed by a backup plan to attack the enemy, followed by a plan to retreat should things go wrong, and followed by a backup plan should things go wrong as things are going wrong. They went up to the enemy, and nothing happened. And that was the episode. So, after this slightly anticlimactic ending to so much preparation, the party did its best to recover from the emotional traumas of over-preparing, and...
And audience had to make sure that that their pants were firmly covered the whole time.
Yeah.
For not the reasons you think. Or maybe you do think.
Who knows?
Wait, we think here?
usually it's a good idea, but it's not required.
I tried, but the dice don't let me.
So, after this, everyone gathered around. Remy took credit for the entire thing for his own thieving guild. And everyone left the town of Ceptain with the villager believing that these were their heroes. Then Audience and Tobiashi decided to take a well-deserved rest. Had they'd been up for a little over 24 hours, escaping bad consequences with good constitution rolls. After Fisher reintegrated his special object, Terranad, and everyone was, well, half of the team was sleeping while Jorg was having the time of his life handling the cart, making sure the ride was smoother than silk. Suddenly, the orb rang, and the garden was calling, warning him from the person at the village of Rann that things had went from bad to worse, as suddenly what felt like a early winter became an unending snowstorm. A bit confused with the time that was required to get there, Jorg said that they would be there in just a little 4 hours. But that was a good time when they left the last village. So basically you have more time than you said. You can either be a hero by having found a way to get there faster than you said, the poor woman who was getting a little bit desperate, or, as you are slowly realizing when you're arriving, maybe being 2 hours late and letting Audience and Tobiashi get their full rest. Interesting choice.
And then rocks fell and we all died. No, actually, sorry.
That's up to George. George the one got the part.
Yeah. And so, this is where we go back to the party, as the cart is slowly rocking left and right, but very smoothly, so that's like Audience and Tobiashi are being cradled by nature itself.
That's because they are.
Yeah.
Like cowboy music starts playing, is like whoosh, whoosh.
So, this is where we go back to the party. So, you've been traveling for about 3 hours. And you know you're about to get there. Fisher has finished reintegrating Terranad. Terranad has appraised him of things which you're not sure what they were, because all you could hear was Fisher saying, uh-huh, yeah. Of course. And Remy, who, as usual, is staring at Audience sleeping.
Like, look, he's just looking after him.
And Tobiashi having a slightly restless night, well, day, because Orunak is looking forward, but the handkerchief of murderous intention is looking straight at Tobiashi. For some reason, you don't know why, it feels like you spent all of your night being chased in your dreams.
I'm used to that. It's fine.
That's a trigger for Toby.
I keep my little blob in a jar out too while we're
Okay.
out.
Okay, question.
Yes.
So, can I have a random fortune generator for when I use the fortune cookie?
What do you mean, a random fortune generator?
Yeah. Because I could go online and like look up a random fortune cookie generator. It could give me random fortunes.
Well, I can't guarantee it's gonna be relevant to what's happening, but why not?
Yeah, of course. Of course. Because you said you didn't want to come up like
Oh
with
no.
every single fortune, you know?
Well, it was more a plea to not eat 5 cookies a day.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Wait, how much health can I eat? No, I'm just kidding.
It's just gonna fill your stomach. But yeah, absolutely. If you don't mind getting fortunes that do not necessarily relate to what is happening, I don't mind you going to a random fortune generator.
All right. I'll try yours once, and then we'll do a random one the next time.
All right. Don't forget, you get a cookie after eating a meal. So, as you're slowly moving forward, Jorg, like I said, it's about an hour from arriving. You said you'd be here in 4 hours, and you sort of realize as you're arriving, wait, 4 hours? Oh, I miscalculated. Oh, I'm bad. Just as the cart is going up one last hill, it goes up high enough that you can see the field just slowly going down, and you see in the distance the village where you're going. But the thing is, you can't see the village. All you can see is a very large, you'd estimate it is about 2 miles wide. Nearly perfect sphere of a storm cell. You can't see inside of it. Judging from where the road is going, it's probably right at the center of it. You're not completely sure. However, as you're watching this, and probably Remy also sees this, Jorg and Remy, you live in a fairly temperate zone. For you, the normal quantity of snow for a year is, well, less than ankle deep. That's the worst winter you've ever seen. For temperatures, I believe that you're all more familiar with Fahrenheit than Celsius.
Yo.
It's pretty rare that the temperatures goes below 20. But judging at what you're seeing, Jorg and Remy, with the wind factor, you're pretty sure this is most likely gonna reach in the cusp of 5 degrees. Yeah. I mean, it was probably on your next list of things to do when you went back to the garden. Right now, temperature is fluctuating. There are some morning where it's a bit chilly when you wake up, and some where it's, well, still tolerable. Probably next time you went to the garden, you were planning to buy some clothes that are a little bit warmer, but that's different. At most, you've seen something as big as that maybe once or twice in your life, and it was a big deal. Tobiyashi, you're sleeping right now, but it's roughly the same thing as you've spent all of your life on this island. Well, this island chain. So it's gonna be the same thing when you wake up.
Okay.
Fisher, for you, you've spent several years an audience when he wakes up. For you, it's not that unusual. You've both lived pretty far up north. You are used to having temperatures reaching the going below zero. You've felt that several times in your life. You've seen heavy snowfall. You've probably even experienced knee-deep snow as you're walking. Not inside of a city, but outside.
So Audience and Fisher are the two northern guys that just run around in a t-shirt and shorts and flip-flops when it's kind of snowing.
Well, Audience is already
Shorts
like
on.
that, but
I mean, I don't even got the T-shirt.
well, for you, Fisher, you've only seen this 5 or 6 years in a row. Audience, you were born in this. This is usual for you. I mean, it's weird if there's a winter when you don't see this at least once. But you're sleeping right now.
He's one of those Russian guys that go into the water and like drink vodka.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you we had that in Quebec when we still had snow in November. Climate change. We used to have snow in November.
Yay.
Now we're lucky if we have it before January.
If it starts snowing, I'll let you guys know. It'll be perfect for the ambiance. I'll leave my window open.
So, yeah, that's what you're looking at. And that storm cell is unnaturally circular.
I want to stop the carts before we continue down, and then kind of fashion a cloak out of my blanket.
That's a good
Another
thing,
ball.
because you've never been in storm like this, but you've heard that it's pretty bad. Fisher, you've never really had to worry about this, because you're slightly more resilient to weather, but you know that someone that's not well protected in that kind of storm, after 10 minutes, you start losing fingers.
I don't even have shoes. Oh my gosh.
Well, Tobiyashi, you know you can adapt with your cloth.
Yeah.
And aren't monks supposed to be able to meditate, heat up, or something?
He's not high level enough for that.
Not that. Not yet.
Also, I just feel like there are limitations to what meditation can offer.
Like I can't meditate and float with you guys. I have to like sit still and like still after time I'm gonna die of frostbite.
So, you're on top of that.
Jork just constantly casts it on you over and over again.
And it's been 3 hours. You know that your party still need another 5 hours. Fortunately, you're not expected for a minimum of 2 hours. 3 hours, actually. So, you can nearly finish the long rest, and just say that you got lost, and it'll be just fine, and everyone's gonna have the long rest.
Yeah. Who knows? You just got done fighting some bandits. They can't expect us to.
So, you have a choice. Well, since Fisher is up, right now Remy is probably just looking at that storm cell, and looking at audience, then looking at the storm cell, looking at audience. First thing, I'd rather look at him, but I'm worried about that. Am I reading Remy right?
It's a shuffling priority at the top of Remy's head.
So, right now, the only two person you have for advice, well, 3, is Fisher, Remy, and Orunak. So, what do you do?
I mean, you could have the cloth of murderous intent, but I don't know if he's going to say anything.
Well, he's gonna stare at you with murderous intentions. If that's a
Oh.
good motivator.
I'll park for a little bit. And we can finish up our long rest before we.
All right.
So we can and I'll get a couple winks of sleep myself. And
All right. So I believe you said you fashion as best you can something warmer with your blanket and cloak. If any of you bought any sort of clothes when you made your character, you can rely on the fact that in there you had at least a rain cloak. Sorry, because that was how they handled rain back then, with a cloak that's been treated to resist rain. And I'd say for Jorg, Tobiashi, and Remy, probably a thin woolen cloak. It's going to provide some measure of protection. Remy, you probably look at your feet and wonder if you're going to lose toes, but it's
one of those things where it's just like, and honestly, this is the main reason why I haven't bothered looking for items that go on your feet or hands, is because most things aren't made for Remy's anatomy. But he's had to deal.
So, it's probably going to take you maybe an hour to finish that cloak properly. Make sure that it's going to work, that you're well protected. Fisher, you... well, it's supposed to be part of your backpack, so I would imagine that you at least kept the cloak, knowing that eventually winter's going to come.
Man, if I was awake, I'd be able to weave in it for you in half the time.
So,
no one has.
You hear, guys? Winter was
Sewing.
coming, and it happened within a few weeks.
hey.
And only in a 2-mile radius.
Yeah.
I just want to state for the record that, you know what, our build-up was a little bit better than a certain other. Anyway.
Yeah. Definitely. But, you know, for you right now, it's supposed to be nearly fall. Winter is a bit early. But it's here.
Yes, but even for them, winter was more of a metaphor. I stand by my statement.
Yeah. So?
I mean, worst that happens is I just use my wild shapes to turn into polar bears.
A kangaroo, so you could sit in your pouch.
I was thinking about that. I don't think I've seen a kangaroo.
So what you're saying is that I don't believe you've ever seen a polar bear, but you've seen bears. But are you really going to take the shape of something that hibernates?
Turns into a bear. He's like, I need a den.
You'd be better off with a timber wolf.
Yeah, maybe I'd do that instead.
And how long did it take us to get here?
About 3 hours.
Okay.
So technically, because you're very high on a hill, you can actually see where the village should be. And you know that you're probably going to get there within the hour. But then you realize, just as George says, oh, I miscalculated. That you have more time than you thought you had.
But not enough to go back to the last town and buy some cloaks.
Well, let's just say that you'd be back in 6 hours if you do that.
Yeah.
You can always unsaddle the horse and ride it alone.
We could,
if you're confident with your animal handling.
Yeah. Well, I've got my cloak. I guess I'm good.
So, Jorg, you finish making the cloak. Fisher, you finish making your cloak. Remy, I would imagine, by seeing Jorg and Fisher making their cloak, you copy what they're doing.
Well,
So
it's
question.
significantly easier for Raimi to copy something that he's seen before. So.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I have a question.
Yes.
So with my needle, does it would it take the like thickness and like warmness of a cloth?
It copies
Like, would it-
something that exists completely, yes. If
Okay,
you take
completely,
a
okay.
thread from a winter jacket, it's gonna duplicate a winter jacket.
All right. That's all I needed to know.
So, are you waiting for audience and Tobiyashi to wake up?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because this is the first time they've slept since before the first bandit fight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear me in my dreams. I'm just like, oh my god, oh no, they're almost. Oh my god, no.
There are those moments when he
Pretty good
says,
idea,
the
yeah.
eyes, the eyes, the eyes. And then you wake up and you see two eyes staring at you from inside the handkerchief.
I'm like, oh my gosh, are we there yet?
You say that
pretty much.
You say that as you stand up and see in front of you that huge bubble of winter.
Do you
God.
want to be?
You got some cold weather clothes, Toby?
I do not. I don't even have shoes at the moment, but I could handle the shoe part. I think. Jorg, can I get a thread of your jacket, please?
I'll
The winter cloak that
apply.
you
Yeah,
fashioned.
the winter.
yeah. See, if I turn into a duck, I can waterproof the gear. Thing with the beak. Oh yeah, I'll hand him a thread.
Jorg, you'd probably know this because you're a druid, but during the Middle Ages, they used to waterproof clothes using pine tar. So,
Yeah, I figured it'd be something like that. No.
that was the most used method.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the needle. I'll put it on the clothes that I have, and like thread it up, and then I have the cloak that he's wearing. Yeah, I put the hood up. I think this will work for now.
Just as
you
audience,
do that again?
you wake up
Could I
and
do
you
that
see
again? There's only
Tobiyashi
one piece of clothing.
wearing a heavy winter cloak. Remy looking at you wearing a winter cloak.
What's happened? Why is everyone bundling up? Are we there yet?
Almost.
Raimi points his finger out to the sky in the distance.
Oh, looks a little bit like home. Cool. All right.
So can I only make one copy at a time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it before, but I mean, we could try now. I try to do it to. Who should I try to? Should I try to do Remy? I tried on Remy's clothes. It's just it's just a thread through his clothes.
Oh, it
Just like,
changes his clothes, but yours go back to normal.
oh no, wait a minute, Remy. I'm gonna need that back.
Raimi just looks at it confused, not sure if this was on purpose or an accident. Raimi's going to roll an insight.
It wasn't on purpose.
Hey,
It's,
audience.
22. Was that an accident?
What? Yes, Fisher?
Did you always
It was
not wear a shirt back home too? Or you just secretly a white dragonborn that's
immune.
so like a spray tan or something?
I mean,
A little too much bronzer?
I don't get that cold. I would, it's. I would sometimes wear a shirt back home when it got this snowy. I'm not resistant to cold, no, if that's what you're asking.
So if
But-
we walk into that, are you going to die or are you going to be okay?
I'll be okay for a little while, but probably
Okay.
eventually.
10,
But I also have clothes.
10 to 15
I put
minutes.
the cloak back on me.
Yeah.
Raimi, in
I
the middle
have-
of this conversation, just opens his beak and says, like, "Ah, you like him thick, don't you?"
Actually, I have natural camouflage, and I'll pull out my white priestly robe that I bought before. There, you
I
see,
mean, we still have the
So I
cultist
can-
robes.
Keep you warm.
camouflage. It'll keep me. For me, it'll keep me warm.
Okay.
Can I take like a couple minutes to make like a? I'm gonna make a little cloak out of the blanket that I have, and then I'll give it to Remy.
So, audience,
Something.
since you're not actually resistant to cold, you know that you're gonna get cold really fast in blizzard-like winds. I mean, like everyone else, if without wind, yeah, sure, you can go out and it's gonna take maybe 10, 20, could go up to 30 minutes, especially since Dragonborn have a hotter body than usual. But, after 30 minutes, you're gonna start feeling it also. But with
Yeah.
that kind of winds, you're probably trying to make yourself look tougher than you actually are.
Well, I also the priestly robe I did get is more of an adventure priestly robe. Like it was warmer, but
Yeah, it's no,
There's still a
absolutely.
blizzard. I mean,
I have a
Something I just remembered about
Okay.
my character's description, or he's got a sheepskin coat, so it's pretty woolly. You can see it behind me if I lean this way.
Hold on, I can probably.
Wait,
there. Yeah, that's the cloaky.
did we end up waiting for my long rest or not? Did I get
Yeah,
a long rest?
we
or
did.
I-
We both
Okay.
long
There you
rested.
go. You get the image. I just put the still image of your character in front of your face, Jorg, so
Yeah,
people can actually
he's got that
see.
puffy coat that someone
Yeah.
made him after he helped his sheep farm.
While that conversation's going on, I'm gonna take the silk that's usually like on my arm, retreat it back, and then make it like wrap around my feet, so I'm not just barefoot walking through the snow. But I mean, it's still just silk, so
So, in Fahrenheit, audience, you'd probably know because you've seen these winds so many times in your life that probably as you're getting in there, the temperature is probably close to maybe 10 degrees. But with the wind factor, it can go down all the way to minus 15.
Yeah.
hopefully we make it to the town before then. Village.
Yeah, you're guessing
guess.
you have to go a mile in this, but it could be a bit more, could be a bit less.
hmm
And you could
Should we
find
probably
yourself
eat
in a
before we
fight
go
in
in,
there.
guys, or you guys got rations? This is
I mean-
Toby talking to everyone. I know. Okay, I know you don't need to eat, but everybody else.
I mean, if you're hungry, yes, eat.
I got rations.
We gotta. I mean, it's still gonna take us a bit to get down there.
Yeah. All right. I will eat something. I'll eat one of my rations.
I'll also do that. And also, I want to take a piece of my dried meat and feed it to the blob, because I remember I'm supposed to do that.
At least once a month. So, as you take the blob, you notice that it's. Right now, it's sort of a very gentle swaying. It's not even a hard wiggle. It's literally just a.
It's vibing. While I eat my rations, can I get a fortune cookie? I check the box to see if there's one in there. Just before we go in there, I need to be safe.
Oh yeah,
Wanna see what the
absolutely.
fortune
You take the
cookie-
cookie. All right. First time you open the box, and oh goodness, it actually works. There's a cookie
Yeah.
inside. Break the cookie. Open it up.
Before I look at it, I eat the cookie all the
Okay.
way, and then
Okay.
I look at it.
Okay. It's good. Crunchy. Has a little bit of zesty taste. Interesting, interesting. You start reading it. And it says, be mindful of the weather. There might be some bad surprises in your future.
Okay. I will take that to heart. Yeah, I show everybody else the fortune I got, and I'll tell them, I'm like, I think we should I think the weather is gonna be pretty bad in there, guys. I think we should watch out.
Amazingly, there are still crickets. in this weather. Oh wait, no, that's just Raimi opening his beak.
Oh, I can make crickets
What,
with the campfire if you want.
What an astute observation, Toby.
Thank you.
Remy, you notice one little detail on the message? There's a little drawing of a snake at the end of the phrase. Ooh.
Interesting.
Just Raimi's going to pull out his astrology chart and no.
You should have told me. I could have done something with that. All right.
I think, yeah, Jorg, take us in.
All right. Whoopsh.
Everybody's done what they want to do.
I'll tell the horses also.
If audience dies of
Hypothermia.
that's on him.
I got my priestly robe on. I'm fine.
Yeah, it'll protect you in a blizzard, sure.
I want to ask the horses. It's gonna be cold in there. Do you want to stay outside of the town? Because I can read their body language that I forgot about last episode.
But you mean you could actually interpret nocturnal animal in the last episode? Damn.
Yeah. Would have been pretty handy.
Yeah. You get the impression that they're not completely wild about this kind of cold weather. They're a bit scared of if they're going to be tied to a post outside of the inn where you're going, or inside the inn.
Yeah.
Also, you're not sure how you understand this because you can't actually understand their language, but you
No.
get the feeling that they're saying that their nips could carve statues.
Yeah, I figure I'll probably leave these guys outside of the storm. I'll tell them, I'll leave you outside of the storm, but you guys better stick around. Oh wait, there's just one, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he should stick around.
Well, and you remember that Connie told you that the villagers established a camp outside of the bad weather.
Cool.
So
Oh, okay, yeah.
there's always a way to leave the horse there.
Yeah. Guess we'll aim for that then.
All right, you move forward. Slowly but surely, you make your way. And the weather doesn't go down really fast. You start seeing the ocean. Well, actually, an hour out, you would already be seeing the ocean. With a natural 20 on the first time you handle this, I'll give you advantage forever with that horse. With that
Okay.
horse.
Hey! Advantage got me another nat 20, huh? I think...
All right.
Guys, don't leave me alone with the horse.
I think...
Okay.
I'm gonna die.
Did we establish if it's a male or a female? Who knows? Maybe we're going to learn that Jorg might appreciate Remy's company. So, as we're moving forward... Don't worry. Just like you said before we started the stream, I'm not gonna force a sex scene. Don't worry. So, as you're moving forward, the weather isn't going down really fast, but probably when you're starting to get within the last 500 feet, you start seeing this little smoke. I'd say, well, a bit of smoke near the edge of the of this event, and you'd guess it's probably where villagers are. Probably have established a fortune camp of fortune. Yeah, I believe that's better said. It's always weird when you're translating directly from French to English sometime.
Would you say the weather outside is frightful? Sorry. Too much Christmas music.
Oh, no. You're never going to get an argument from me. You're never going to get an argument from me about Christmas music. So long as you don't start singing it, because I don't want to have a copyright claim. How can I mute someone? So, you're about there, and the bubble is still unmoving, and you're starting to hear the howling wind from inside. And it's also where you realize that, oh yeah, that's right, visibility is not going to be great in there. But you see the little smoke from a campfire. You can make a little detour there. It's probably just going to take you maybe 15 minutes. All right.
Sounds good.
So, Jorg steers the car toward this campfire. It takes, like I said, after 10 minutes, you realize that there's maybe 25, 30 people there. And they've made a makeshift camp, little shelters. And they're in the process of, let's see, 3 hours? They're in the process of making lunch.
Would I have read okay, we're at the camp, right? Would I have read like a survival book, maybe? Oh, 5 minutes away. Yeah.
Hold on. Would you have read a survival book? Kobayashi.
What do you want to know?
Well, judging from your
things.
proficiencies, if you read it, you probably didn't learn much. You can always make a roll.
I'll make a roll because
you're an adventurer. You know basically how to survive. You're not a modern city kid that's going camping for the first time.
That is true. I'm trying to remember if I would remember
leaves.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if Toby would remember, like, there's like a thing they used to do back in the day where they would get like coals from a fire and like put them in their pockets for winter.
Okay.
But like they're like about to like go out basically. I will make the roll. That is a 20, not a natural 20.
Okay. You were sort of going with that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put coals inside of my pockets, and then there's a moment of, Wait, I remember reading about placing stones near the fire and putting the stones in my pocket.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
In other words, we were like maybe 10 point values away from him
Catching
burning his
fire.
hands on hot coals.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. I'll be for when we get there.
All right, so 5 minutes pass, and you arrive at the camp, and you immediately see a few villagers just waving in your direction, and then suddenly you hear one, and, "Don't go any further! It's really bad in there!"
I'll pull up to them.
Pull up.
But yeah, we're here because of that.
Oh.
Are you sure? We have actually cut vegetables with our nips.
I think I'll have to prove that.
You get the villagers. Well, in that case, well, I'm not gonna make a comment about how intelligent you all are for doing this. But until you decide to go in, you can always warm yourself by the fire. If you come back from that storm, you can share a meal with us. It's gonna be on us.
Thanks.
Do any of you know Connie?
You hear someone that answers. It's a halfling. Says, yeah, that name sounds familiar. Isn't she a well, looks a bit like him," and he points toward Jorg. But female, you know. Then again, with them, you never know. They might change shape, and some druids are very fluid with that concept.
I've never tried that.
It actually is.
It's the latest trend called species fluid.
Actually, in
I'm also
past
called
edition,
genus fluid.
it was included in the description of a druid. When they reach the ability to do this, they often take various form to surprise other, to create false expectation. They're not afraid of changing their sex through magic just so that people underestimate them. Sex, age,
Or they're pranksters.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get off the cart and walk up and be like, "Do any of you guys have like spare boots I could use? Because all I have are these." And I point to the silk wrapping around my feet.
We can probably provide some boots, but you know, we live so close to the ocean. Usually, the ocean tempers a lot of the temperature, so it never goes. It's always slightly warmer than inland in the middle of winter. So we don't have anything that can help you in there.
I mean, as long as they're big enough, I could fit my my silk socks in. I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, sure. Hold on. We do have a dwarf. You hear a voice in the distance. What do you mean I have to give him my boots?
I'll rent them off of you.
Aye. Gold a day.
Gold a day.
Yes, Remy, I believe you're right. I'm not even gonna finish the sentence. Yes, you're right. You don't need to make a roll. You're right.
I'd say, how about, since it's gonna help me survive, how about 5 silver?
Going from the my price to half price? Let's go with 7.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
What kind of boots are they? Are they good boots?
They're dwarven boots.
Yeah, they should be heavy. All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. My 7 silver, please.
All right. I'll give you. How many days would one? Okay, so 7, 110. How much would a platinum piece be? How many days would that be? I don't know how many days we're gonna be in there.
We're gonna be in there nowhere near a platinum piece.
All right. Then I'll just give him the 5 silver.
7.
Platinum piece would be more than 10
I mean,
days.
7 silver.
I mean,
7.
let me put this another way. A platinum piece, if we just use gold as a standard for $1, a platinum is $10, and a single silver piece is 10 cents.
Okay. All right, then yeah, I'll give him the 7, and take the boots and put them on, and then I'll go by the fire and get the rocks warm for when we go in.
All right. So you put a few more rocks near the fire, and you're waiting for that to happen. While he's doing this, anyone else wants to prepare something, or?
I'll pull out the orb and call Syrah and then Connie.
Okay.
I'll prepare torches.
That's a good idea.
Those gonna stay lit in the blizzard?
If you believe.
With the power of friendship, anything's possible.
Okay, but audience, if those go out, that means you don't believe hard enough. That's on you.
They'll last for a little.
Okay.
All right. All right. Well, it just takes a few moments. Of course, Sierra always answers as politely as ever, and she transfers you to Connie. Picture appears. The image is clear, but the sound isn't all that good. You hear a whole lot of howling wind in there. Yeah, what do you want?
We're at the edge of the blizzard.
Oh, nice. A bit late.
Yeah, we had some sleepyheads.
That's not a good enough excuse.
Right.
Well, we can tell her the actual story when we get there. Where? I guess are we just heading into the middle of this?
Well, the storm does move a little bit, but it's mostly at the center. Probably somewhere in the cusp of half a mile, 3/4 of a mile.
Uh-huh. Okay. So you just wanted us to meet you and then go from there?
I'd rather not go out. I hear things walking outside.
What kind of things?
Large things. But visibility is very poor outside. I'd say somewhere in the cusp of 60, maybe 70 feet.
Alright. Fair enough. I guess we'll head in here in a minute.
All right, well, we're held up in the, what used to be the inn. So if you can find it, it's the biggest building. Good luck.
I'll look around at everybody else. Just, anything else before I stop? No? Okay. Yeah, we'll be there in a bit. I'll end it.
Bring some wood if you have some. We're starting to miss it.
I'll look at the camp of people. You guys got some firewood?
Probably got some firewood on the cart too.
You see a lot of people looking at each other. You hear one human woman saying, "Well, yeah, but we need it."
I mean,
Hey, George, you gonna
the
want to
blizzard's
rock?
there.
And we're here.
I'm gonna go into my storage and be like, do we still have that bundle of old wood from Oglenak Aiden gave us that I put through in storage?
Yes, I believe it's still there.
All right. I'm like, don't worry, guys. We got some old wood from Oglenak's dead corpses. We got firewood.
All right. Fair enough,
Okay.
I guess.
2 things.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to step away. Or at the very least, 2 things that maybe Raimi either might try to find or concoct. So since this does seem to be like a coastal area,
Yes.
Raimi might try to see if he could find a pair of I guess they would be improvised from scuba goggles. If at all possible.
Let's see.
I don't know if that's an investigation on my part or...
While that's happening, I'm gonna be like, George, you want one of these? You want me to warm me up 2 rocks, or you gonna?
Sure. Warm
All right.
me up a rock.
He's gonna
Sounds
warm
good.
your stones. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll warm some of your stones.
Yeah, make an investigation roll.
Wait, is that a 13 or an 18? Okay, it's gonna be 19 total.
19 total. Takes you a little bit of time. You get a few surprise reaction. Someone even mistakes you for something that's coming from for their fish. As you're passing right in front, you get this reaction. Hey, shoot, go away. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize. Go on, but they still put their hand above their fish.
You see, he wasn't looking for fish, but now he's hungry for fish.
But like I said, it takes a few minutes, but you eventually find a gnome who's handling a whole lot of fishing gear. There's a bit of a familiar vibe, but it's not the same person. This one clearly doesn't have any inclination toward magic or stuff like this, but he seems to be handy with tools. Yeah. You. I'm not sure what you want. Could you? Is there a? I really don't want to be impolite, but why did you just say what you said?
Rainy just kind of like makes a wind sound and puts little circles around his eyes.
Okay.
And then points over to the very clear, windy, stormy, blizzardy.
Okay. I don't have any right now, but I can make you some. Come back in an hour. I'm gonna find a few things that we can use for that. Oh, okay, I like calling.
Hey.
Hello.
So, he tells you to come back in an hour. He needs to go scavenging.
I guess Raimi gives the talon up. And a rainbow.
Oh. I hope that means it's good. Okay. He moves away. So you basically have an hour to do whatever you want. If you don't have anything to do, I'll jump right after that. If you have any requests, things you'd like to ask whomever is there, that would be the perfect moment. Intriguing.
And so everyone just awkwardly stares at each other for an hour.
I'm gonna check to make sure that Terry has figured out how his new stuff works.
Okay.
Oh, thank God someone's looking after Terry.
So you put your things down and take the slightly bigger box. You open it, and the moment you open it, you sort of have a feeling that, whoo! I think he at least figured out how to have food. It smells like mint. A really powerful minty smell.
Interesting. How's it look in there?
It looks like the kitchen of someone who is figuring things out. After a while, you realize that the reason why it smells so strongly of mint is that he figured out how to make mint water or mint tea.
That's
And
interesting.
after a while, you also realize that he's slushing in mint lemonade. Lemonade without sugar.
So, lemon juice.
Mixed with water, mixed with a lot of mint. So you're not sure which one he actually likes the most, but you get the feeling he likes mint and he likes lemons.
Mm-hmm.
I will state with authority that that particular drink actually does taste nice for those who haven't.
Yes, I prepared
does it
myself.
look like is at least enjoying it, or does it look panicked?
No, when you open the box, you have a moment of him just looking up, looking at this, and then suddenly he looks at you, and you see a whole bunch of stars appearing and following one another, and then another, and then another, and another. Feels like he's saying something. Maybe talking a little bit fast. After 5 minutes of this show, because it feels a bit like a show since you see sparkling star, oh, constellation, star, and it repeats, star, a different pattern. And after 5 minutes straight, he looks down and he goes back in. And you notice that he's preparing stuff. He goes to the food dispenser, and you see a part of a lemon come out. Then you see him start crushing the lemon, and then getting some mint leaves, and then crushing the mint leaves, and then he just starts stirring them. And then he drinks it. And then starts again. You think he's trying to figure out the right dosage.
Mm-hmm. Is he like a lot bigger?
No. Like I said, since you've seen him for the first time, he grew maybe half an inch. So instead of being 2 inch long, he's 2.5 inches. But His physical size hasn't increased all that much.
All right.
But, he's a growing boy.
Mm-hmm. Seems content enough. Yeah, I guess I'll set him back down, close the box, and probably gonna have to leave him here because I don't really want to bring him into a blizzard.
Okay.
And don't know how to talk to my kid. So, yeah.
Well, Orunak does see that you look a little bit perplexed, and he says, "Oh, if you want, I can always take care of him while you're inside of there. Here, we'll exchange. I'll give you my handkerchief, and you give me the worm."
How tired? I guess, yeah, you haven't rested since the fight.
I've been resummoned.
I
I'm
was
ready to
about to
go.
say, like, he
Okay.
did absolutely. He spent no resources after he was summoned again.
Okay.
But you're going in winter, and right now I look like an oak.
You gonna drop all your leaves then?
Most likely.
Okay. Yeah. That would be much appreciated.
I mean, I've never tried. Maybe if you find a patch of unfrozen dirt and you plant me, I might come back as a pine tree. But you have to find an unfrozen patch of dirt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we got other things to worry about.
All right, then.
I guess I'll hang on to this weird thing.
Don't worry, it just has murderous intentions. It can't actually kill you. But
Well,
it will
I know
want to
that.
kill you.
I'm gonna send. By the way, during this hour, I
Yes.
am gonna actually send my cat to go find where, because it's a snow leopard, so it's used to the snow. So I'm gonna go have it scout out where the people
Okay.
are in the snow, and then report back to us in
Okay.
an hour, because it won't be able to lead us there. Then
All right.
it'll save time.
Yeah. All right. Then I'd say. I believe tracking is survival.
Yeah.
We.
So. um. So make a survival roll. A stealth roll if you want to do this very stealthily. I'll give you advantage because your cat is the same color as the storm. And perception if you want your cat to come back with information.
Okay. Perception. Would perception also be advantage? That or no?
No, because she's gonna be walking in dim light condition.
Survival is wisdom.
Yes.
So my cat. Okay. So what's his wisdom? +2.
Might have like an actual skill bonus to survival.
I'm looking. It doesn't show it as everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it has advantage on his perception and stealth right now because of its keen, because it can use, but survival does not. It gets +2 to that. So that's a 19 survival, and then perception is +5. So that's that.
You only roll perception once.
Oh,
Isn't that
well,
what he
the first
said?
one was, yeah, but I was doing one for smell, keen smell as a cat.
Oh.
It's part of the character.
Okay.
But 15.
Sure, you can
was-
smell things in a blizzard. That makes sense.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
shut up.
It says it on the character. I was gonna roll. It's a 15 for
15.
perception,
Okay.
and stealth is +5 on that. It's twice. 14 +5, 19. So 19 stealth.
Okay. So,
Oh.
goes in. And
That was, I think, 19, 19, 15. 19 on stealth, 19 on survival, 15 on perception. I
okay.
think that's what I said.
Well, as you'd expect, with the low visibility, there is not a lot that she sends back to you. The town does seem to be completely deserted. Takes her a while, but she eventually finds where the inn would be. There's an odd shimmer around it.
Okay.
At one point, however, she does say that she seen something. There's something walking in there. It's pretty large. And a few moments after that, you get the second message of there's two walking in there.
I ask how close they are to the inn.
One of them was pretty close. The other one seems to be moving throughout the village.
Okay. I'd tell her to come back and get ready, and then she can lead us to the inn.
Takes a little while, but as the hour goes by, and Fisher does his best to give a few advice to Onak for carrying with a worm. Then maybe having a few reaction from Onak that feels slightly weird, like him trying to give him leaves to your worm. Just going, well, he likes mint. Maybe he's gonna like those. Maybe there's a
Go for it.
Maybe there's a piece of bark that's about to fall off. Oh, hold on. And he scratches and Yep. Maybe he's gonna like it.
Honestly, an all lemonade diet feels like he's not getting enough fiber.
Yeah. Well, have fun. Don't let these people chop you up for firewood.
Don't worry. He turns toward one of them. If they dare, I'm gonna eat them from under. You see just the other person go, walks away slowly.
Well, that's good enough for me.
It's
Everybody
the
ready?
Five Eyes. They always find it unsettling.
I get my rocks and run over, give Jorg one of them, put them in the pockets of the... Wait, do we have pockets? Were pockets invented yet? No.
I think you have pockets. Did you just make your own cloak?
Yeah, no. Well, I didn't make it. I took
You
Jorg.
just
I copied
copied Jorg's.
Yeah.
Yeah. My
George just
coat
made
has
it.
some pockets on it, so
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Put my hands in the pockets. All right, we're ready.
Yeah.
It wasn't actually a rain cloak, it was just a leftover Gambit cosplay.
So now you have hot pockets, and you're ready to go in. Okay. So you all gather around with audience's intelligence. Well, I don't mean his smart. I just mean what he brought back for information.
We refer to that as intel.
Okay.
Yeah, it's intel.
I will be
Short
writing
and tactical
on.
word.
Can I also remove my anklet now, so I no longer sound like an elephant everywhere I walk?
The effect is not. You can remove the effect. It's it's an ability. If you are not aware of the curse, when you decide to let it wear off, you think that you no longer are stealthily. But
but not because I'm aware of the curse.
Because you're aware of the curse, you know that you're actually becoming normal again.
Okay, so I don't sound like an elephant. Or shake the ground.
Yeah. I was assuming that you didn't go inside of this camp sounding like a stampeding elephant.
I did not. I'm in fact actually getting on my cat and probably trying to be stealthy because I'm telling everyone about the creatures around the inn.
Okay.
Did it find any creatures on the way to the inn?
It said there's one creature kind of wandering the village.
Okay. Well, I'll try.
Please do.
I mean, if it's windy and loud enough, maybe that'll help.
All right.
I
So,
think we're heading out.
yeah, you're entering this blizzard condition. Few hundred feet, and you start entering this large bubble of harsh weather. So one thing that you have to know is while you're inside of it, in dim light, you are in dim light for 40 feet in front of you, and considered in heavy obscurity at 60 feet.
Okay.
By the way, this was glossed over, but I assume Raimi was able to acquire goggles.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you get the feeling that this was improvised. One of the
I wasn't looking for like high quality work within an hour, but
one of the eye looks like it's actually is meant to be the lens of a goggle, but the other one, it feels like it's the bottom of a bottle. And the fact that it also doesn't has exactly the same color as the other one. One is transparent, and the other one seems to have a very light green taint inside of it. Was that the right word?
well, wait, maybe we want
Tint.
to use the word like stain or tint.
All right. It has a very, very mild green color inside of it.
Okay.
Sorry, it's one of those words that just feels weird going from French to English.
Sorry.
Because in French, when you say teint, it means that there is a color inside of whatever you're looking at.
Yeah, it's a different word in English.
So,
Anyway,
You guys part of that right now?
I think we can head into the blizzard.
Yeah.
all right, yeah. So you're entering the blizzard, and while you're in there, up to 40 feet, it's lightly obscured. And hold on, I'm gonna give you the exact information. So, up to 40 feet from itself, a creature is considered in lightly obscured condition. Beyond 40 feet, visibility is considered heavily obscured. There we go.
All right.
in other words, just treat everything outside of that area as your favorite spell, Fog Cloud.
Mhm.
Probably, yeah. So,
No, I don't have it anymore.
you have a very limited visibility range. Those who have actually keen hearing, although it's very difficult, so mostly just for Magna, although it's very difficult because of the howling wind, you can't hear. She can't say that she's hearing things move in the distance, but it really is screeching, howling wind, and it hits like a brick wall when you enter in there. Immediately you feel the cold just going in, and jeez, especially for Jorg, Tobiashi, and Remy, who's never been inside weather like this, and you sort of realized, oh yeah, the nose. I forgot about that part of the body.
Rock pocket time.
I'll pull my thing up,
Sure, nose.
get under it. Shirt over my
Yeah.
nose.
I'll pierce some silk. just
Or
like
or
right there.
some no, I'll try and use my cloak, like drape it across my front like a vampire.
And you see Remy looking miserable. Just having his eyes crossed, looking at its own nose, and man, that's not fair.
My nose is bigger than theirs. No fair. Or again, air quote, nose.
I mean, a beak is probably more cold resistant than like.
I don't
A
know,
nose.
actually. I don't know, actually. It's a
Neither.
good point. I never researched that.
Yeah,
It's like you
there's less
don't.
blood in it.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Well,
yes,
honestly-
there is blood, but
It's one of those things where, like, frankly, I would need to have I might research off to the side what beak material specifically is made of, and then maybe from there be able to determine its insulation properties. But
most birds
Mhm.
don't lose finger toes during winter.
Mm-mm.
As a matter of fact, it happened here last 2 years ago. A flock of geese landed in a pond, and during the night, the pond froze. So in the morning, they were stuck waiting until the pond thawed out to be able to fly away. So that gives you a clue of how resistant bird feet are.
Yeah, does Remy have down on his belly too? He can tuck his feet in there.
He's gonna walk weird like that.
Mm.
All right, so go
On
in.
the trail we blaze.
it appears that bird beaks are made of the same made of keratin
Okay.
or keratin.
Fingernails.
Okay. Well,
Or
that's
hair.
pretty resistant to environment. Usually, you're
I would still say though, because he's unaccustomed to it, he probably still feels like it's unfair. But after a few minutes, it's like, oh, this is actually fine.
well. You probably feel a chill. You know, it's a
Oh, you know what?
oh.
Compromise. It's not compromise, but like he probably like opens his beak slightly, only to have the inside immediately feel cold and then immediately shut it. Like I'm not talking for a while.
You open your beak and your tongue is exposed to the weather and oh good.
It's like shakes. Like nope, not doing that again.
Like popsicles, but not when it's my tongue.
I look like a ninja now.
Mhm.
All covered in
That's
snow.
all I have to say.
No, absolutely. Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. You know, Tobiashi, you can completely saturate the color of your cloth, making it look nearly completely black. But you can also
Yeah, you can.
desaturate your cloth and make it
Oh.
look nearly completely white.
Yeah, I'll make it white so I blend in with the surrounding.
There you go.
Yeah, are we stealthing?
Mm-hmm.
Then in that
Yes.
case, everyone make a stealth roll.
Ooh.
I get back
With
to the-
advantage. No, I'm just playing.
I'll give it to you
I gotta-
because you have very good camouflage.
I got a
I have pass without a trace I could cast.
That
Well, if
would
you
probably
cast it,
be a good
everyone
idea.
gets plus 10.
I'm doing it
Okay.
Yeah, I got 2 19s.
super sneaky.
Oof.
19 plus 5 then?
Plus 10.
Pass without traces plus 10, yeah.
I got 30.
I got 28.
I got
Nice.
29.
Surprisingly, got a 19.
Ooh.
I missed on a nat 20 though.
Oh.
All right, with Pass Without Trace, Raimi only has a 22.
Oh.
We.
I rolled a 2 on the die.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Rolled a 2 compared
still
to my
high.
9 and still beat me by 3.
I was expecting 42 or something like that.
No, I can't fix that.
Okay.
Wait, do we get our normal bonus plus the plus 10 or just the plus 10?
You get your normal, yeah.
You get your
Normal
normal
bonus
bonus.
plus-
It's a stealth
Oh.
check, and then you add plus 10 to whatever check.
I got 33 then.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say that Raimi's just having difficulty being properly stealthy because he's not used to doing it in this weather.
You have the rare time of audience on his cat getting over the 30s.
Mhm.
So Remy, for the first time in your life, you know what it feels like for the entire party, with the exception of Fisher, that you know he's just there, because he has the exact number of your passive perception, so you can see him. But everyone else just disappears. So that's how they feel.
You know what? Raimi's going to do the smart thing, and whichever direction the wind is blowing, he's going to use Fisher as a wind wall.
There you go.
And we're off.
So Fisher, now so that's how audience feel.
Unfortunately, you guys are all supposed to be following me. Am I too sneaky for you? Okay.
So he moves ahead and he loses all of you. Because his passive perception is too low, so he doesn't see anyone.
I just get to the end with Mag and turn around. Where is everybody?
Yeah, it's a very Scooby-Doo moment with everyone just going, "Hey, where are you? Where are you? Where are you?"
This is the best way to be stealthy.
Daphne! Daphne!
I can't see without my glasses.
We could get a rope out and all hold on to the rope so we don't lose each other.
That's
That's what they do in.
That's always a good idea. So after a moment of realizing that you can't see one another, someone thinks about taking a rope out and just saying, "There's a rope dangling. Catch it."
Daisy chain. Let's go.
And let's go.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, audience, you hear Magna go, "That's my tail!" So you keep on moving through the storm. And it's a slow progress because it's a pretty heavy wind. And I'd say, since audience, you're the one that has the very light clothes for now. You're the only one that is starting to feel it. So I'll have you make a Constitution saving throw. But
I am on top of a warm snow leopard.
but for now, the DC is very low.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, but for now, the DC is very low.
I feel like
Is it
riding
above? Is it lower than a 7?
It's
Come in.
because riding a horse.
it is actually.
That's good because I got a 7.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh. I thought you were saying, like, because I have, like, a +7 to my concept. No, you just rolled this.
Well, I rolled a 2 plus 5.
So still pretty good.
Okay. So, you make your way, and it takes a little while, but eventually, with the help of Magna, you think you are figuring out where it is, because you can feel under your feet the difference between completely frozen grass and completely frozen dirt. It feels like it's rock solid what you're walking on. And the cold is pretty harsh. biting even. Even you, Jorg, Tobiashi, and Remy, with the clothes that you have, you're not used to this, and it's sort of, there's a little slight bit of panic going, we're gonna freeze to death if we stay out here for much longer than this.
Oh, you hear from the back end, when are we getting there? I'm all gripping onto the rocks.
Where's that coming from?
Where's the... Do we know where the inn is?
Well,
The cat
Magna
does.
does.
We're following the cat.
Yeah, we should just beeline it for that.
Yeah.
Which, as I assume what we're doing, we're just...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking a lot, too.
See my teeth.
You don't know why,
Got
but
distracted because
you feel the rope
Toby
going
sounds like
this.
skeletons.
But after maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes, you sort of hit a place where, okay, it feels like this is cobblestone, so it's probably near a well of some sort. So that should be the center of town, and the center of the village, and start veering off slightly, and suddenly you, out of nowhere, you just hear this. Fisher, what is the language that you have actually right now?
I believe I currently have primordial.
Primordial. Okay. And then in that case,
So I was gonna help Toby with his ball, but then forgot about it.
We could still do that.
as you're walking in this, there is a moment of a voice blowing in the wind. Because of that, you sort of recognize an auran sort of speak, the air elementals. And Remy, because of your background, you can also comprehend this auran speak, where you hear, "There's intruders! Intruders! Come!" The answer, however, Fisher, you're the only one who hear it. You hear, "I'm almost there. Maybe he's gonna like eating them." That second answer came from somewhere else.
Guys, I think we've been spotted. Or at least they know we're here. And there's more than one. And be ready.
Should we run for the inn?
Jorg, the
Do we have
jar.
to fight? My fingers are too numb.
You're holding the jar and it's shaking. You can't really tell if the thing is shaking.
You hold the jar out and you see this cube of ice inside, but the cube of
Yeah, I
ice is
figured.
shaking.
How far are we? How far are we from the inn at this point?
Magna believes that you are maybe 100 feet away.
Oh, Magnus gonna dash to the inn in one round, so 6
Hey, fuck you.
seconds.
It just leaves
Let's all
us.
hold on to the
Just
rope.
pull the rope.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
him. Magna starts running, and you have this moment of everyone goes, "Whoa!"
We're
Actually,
dragging you to the inn.
Magna can run 100. Who can follow that, and who's gonna just trip forward?
George
Yeah,
cannot follow.
that's a no from me.
I could if I used a key point, but I don't know if I want to use one right now.
Okay.
I mean, Raimi has a nut, like, Raimi at a double dash can hit 90.
So basically, everyone just gets pulled because I believe Magna can run at 100.
Yeah.
So everyone just go, "Whoa!" She just drags everyone for maybe 50 feet or so. Until you find yourself in front of a wide structure. There's a slight shimmer in front of it. But as everyone just was jerked forward, and everyone went, "Ooh!" The structure is in front of you. There is a door. And Fisher and Remy, you hear the voices of whatever is inside. Well, Remy, only the Auron you recognize, but Fisher, because you have the full primordial, you recognize the three voice. They're hurrying in your direction.
Well, I'm going to run in that direction. Dash.
Toby, where are you going? That's the enemy.
No, not in that direction. I mean, where the cord was pulling us, where the rope was going.
Yeah. Book it to the door and knock.
Oh, yeah, sure. You knock and immediately you hear, "Who's outside?" And you recognize the voice of Connie.
Reinforcements, can we come in?
That's good. How far are they behind you?
I can't tell, but I can hear them.
Close.
Then you're on your own. We can't recast that inside of 1 minute.
We can
Thanks, super
Use the lever.
helpful. And then I'll turn around.
use the lever and just blow the doors open.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to take away whatever protection spell they're currently using from them. Because then the lever is cool, but don't really know everything it does, and also know might not hold up.
Magna's going to the roof to see if they can see where the enemies are coming from with me on it, and then we're stealthing again.
Okay.
You can see 40 feet, and then it's just...
Well,
Yeah,
Magna has... I mean, Magna's... Yeah.
Magna has perceptions which can help her hear.
So why would being higher up help?
I don't know. She's a snow leopard. This is her terrain. I'm trusting her. She
Sure.
hunts in this kind of weather.
Uh-huh.
It's D&D weird stuff. Alright, so she goes higher and prepares. So this means perception roll for Magna, I imagine.
Yeah. This could be a 17. I might roll higher. That's going to be a 19.
19, alright.
And I'm on top of the roof now. Oh, and I'm also re-stealthing. So that's going to be a... Is Pass Without a Trace still active?
If you are inside 50 feet, I believe.
Yeah, I should
30.
be. I don't think the roof is 30 feet up in the air.
Yeah, within 30 feet.
Okay. Hold on. That's 10 feet. That's 20 feet. That's 30 feet.
I mean, a
Yeah, okay.
2-story building with a pitched roof could
13.
be...
So, plus 15. So 13 plus 15 is 28. So I got a 28 stealth on top of the roof.
Okay. So as you're peering out and you see everyone piling in front of the inn looking outward, Magna is paying very close attention. And she warns you that they're on us. And you get this vague impression of two things walking very heavily, running toward where the rest of the party is, right under everyone.
All right.
As soon as I see audience jump up on the roof
And disappear.
yeah, and disappear, I'm going to put my hand on the wall and follow it all the way until it turns and kind of like get to the side of the building and try to stealth around there.
Just so that you know, there is a rope dangling from the roof now.
Oh,
You don't know
Yeah,
where
you
the
could
cat
try.
is. There's a rope.
You could
there's
try
a
and
rope.
climb on the
Yeah, I
roof.
mean, I'll try it. I'll try it. What is that? Athletics.
Yeah.
All right, I'll try to climb up on the roof with them. And my hands are too numb. I rolled a 6. I grab onto the rope and I'm just like, ah,
There's sleet starting to accumulate on the rope. So you have this very interesting moment of seeing Tobiashi just jump, grab the rope, and
I'm like, yeah, I'm going back to my other plan. I follow the wall
all
until
right.
it turns.
So rapidly, Remy, what do you do when you hear and feel all of this? Audience just disappear on the rooftop. Connie saying that they can't recast the protection quickly, so you're on your own. Tobiashi trying to go up, fail miserably because sleet is starting to accumulate on the rope and moving off the side.
Oh, it's a. Oh, he tried to.
Yeah, try to
Wait,
climb up
wait
on
there
the
was
rope.
rope to the roof?
Well, yeah,
No,
it's
because
rope.
audience
That's
still
what
has
I
the
thought.
rope tied to him, so there's a rope dangling
oh,
from
okay,
the roof.
okay. Uh, trying to think. I think maybe the best call here. You know what? Rainey will also attempt the roof, just because because he knows there are large creatures, and if he can't see them, that's not a great place to be.
Okay, go with athletics roll. I know you love them.
Like I'm gonna hope I'll be better at this, but I have an alternative if this doesn't work.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a -1.
Oof. There it is.
You just
Welcome
touch
to
the
the
rope
club.
and you. Oh, that's like squeezing ice. Ah.
Okay, so how high is the roof again?
Roughly 25 feet, about.
Good enough. Remy's going to reach into his bag, and something that he hasn't had the opportunity to use, but this feels like a good time to use it, as he just uses a bit of powder to misty step onto the roof.
Yes, you've had that for a long while. All right. Remy and reappears on top of the roof. Jorgen Fisher, you have time to do
yeah,
one thing before shit
Look
hits the
around.
fan, or rather,
See everybody like disappearing. Like, wait, are we fighting or are we hiding?
I don't know if I can get up there.
I look over to Fisher. I'm like, does it look like I have to fight right now?
well, let's just say that the adrenaline is helping you stay warm right now.
What is the roof like? Flat, or is it angled?
It's a slight angle. It's not a heavy angle because they don't get that much snow, so there's really no point into making a very heavily slanted roof.
And Toby didn't make it up, right?
No, he
No,
slid
yeah,
off the rope.
I instantly started running to the side of the building, trying to hide behind it.
Yeah,
Jorg,
Jorg.
what do you do?
I guess we should follow Toby.
Yeah.
Do you know where they're coming from?
Yeah, that way.
Can I answer that?
I don't know.
Depends on how.
Can you hear me over the wind?
I don't know.
Probably not.
I would doubt
Probably
it.
not.
Yeah, I guess we should follow Toby.
Well, I'd say Jorg, it depends. Are you screaming to know what you're doing, or are you just asking Fisher, who is not far away from you?
I'm asking Fisher. 'cause
Then
he-
the audience probably can't hear you.
Mhm.
Yeah, could I hear them?
I mean,
Not unless
Or
they're
would it just-
screaming, because their stealth roll is a bit high for you.
Okay.
yeah, I just gotta go over to Toby, and I'll just brace up against the wall
Yeah, same.
and put my hands together and be like, "Okay, you got this. I'll throw you up there."
Wait, where are we
Okay.
going up there?
Probably
Toby
the
looks like he
safest
wants to
place.
be up there. I'm
Yeah.
trying to help him get up there.
All right, let's go.
Alright.
You're boosting him on the roof? Is that it?
Yeah, I'm gonna boost
Yeah.
up off of his hand.
I mean, so you'll probably have to use the rope still, but
Yeah.
I mean,
So do we know
yeah.
which direction they'd be coming from?
Yeah, the same one that you just came from.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will put spike growth kind of in that area where I
There you
expect them
go.
to be coming from.
Okay. And I'd say, all right, Fisher.
Athletic?
No more pass without a trace.
Fisher, you make an athletics roll to boost Tobiashi up, and Tobiashi, you make another athletics roll to see if you can use that to make the climb. If either of you fail, it's gonna be funny and it's not gonna work.
that's a 27.
That's
Okay.
a 16.
Okay, no, that's actually decent. So this time it looks much better. There's a boost, and you see Tobiashi going up and then grabbing the side of the roof and pulling himself up, and then you realize that you're between the feet of Remy.
I look up. I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank God. And then I'm going to try to stealth. Like I'm gonna lay on the roof a little bit.
All right, that's the last action you get before we go to the break. And as soon as we go
Yep.
back from the break, initiative.
All right.
Make your stealth
Wait,
roll.
should I roll? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. 18 plus 5, right?
Nope.
10.
No, 10.
Nope.
No.
Nope,
I-
he's gone. He
Oh,
cast
he's
spike
gone.
growth.
Concentrating
Oh,
on
yeah. Yeah.
spike growth now.
All right, then 18.
He summoned a cheese grater.
18 with my stealth advantage.
Okay.
I guess that.
All right then.
Yeah, that's 18.
Well, like I said, we're going to go to the break, and as soon as we come back from the break, I guess you have a fight to complete. So, let's go with a little bit of campfire because I couldn't find Howling Wind for the break. So, maybe next time I'll have enough time to figure out a nice
Oh.
Howling Wind.
Yeah,
All right.
mics are great at wind.
All right, see you
I'll make
back
it.
in 15 minutes. Bye. Hello, welcome back. I hope you found the campfire soothing, because we're supposed to be in the middle of a snowstorm. But we're supposed to be in a fight. So let's have something that's a bit more fight worthy. Well, it's not completely worthy because I haven't time to visit with the website Tobiashi has given me for epic music, but it's gonna get there. Oh. Okay. I thought I'd left the image of Remy on. Alright, so like I said, I wasn't expecting the fight to happen right next to the inn, so the inn is represented by a transparent black square. but the rest of the battlefield is pretty accurate as you are stuck in a snowstorm. And Jorg, I believe you said you placed the spike growth 10 feet in front of you, and it is right now 10 feet in front of you. As best as I know, you've all been placed according to what you said you did, but if you have a different opinion, you actually had time to position yourself properly. So if you want to change place, that would be the perfect time to tell me. Audience, I placed you at J1, Remy at I1, and Tobiashi at H1. And Jorg, you are at I2, and Fisher at H2.
Looks good to me.
Yeah.
Alright. Initiative.
Oof. Drug got a 9.
I'm glad I didn't get a high one. I got a 12.
Tobiashi, 12. Okay.
7 for Fisher, and if he separates, 7 for audience, and if he separates from Magna, Magna has a 19.
Okay. So 7.
11.
11. And Remy?
17.
17.
Oh, pardon. I know how to do math. 16. Another character I have has a 5 dexterity, but I don't.
Aww. And the monsters. Oh damn! I wanted to have the same initiative for monsters, but they don't have the same dexterity. So let's.
You never know.
No, I have the stats right in front of me. They don't have the same dexterity.
No, I mean they roll the same because, like, you know, compensation. Someone rolls lower, ends up being the same.
Okay. Alright, so this means stealthed. Alright. So, initiative starts with Remy and one monster. You just said you don't have a dexterity of +5, so this means the monster goes before you. Because he does have a +5. But fortunately...
Oh, that's sad.
Fortunately for you, you are stealthed, and at least you believe, beyond its ability to notice you, as out of nowhere, right next to you, well, not exactly next to you, but 5 feet away from Tobiashi, who doesn't recognize what this is, but you recognize the voice as being an Auron voice, saying, "I see them, they're below." And now, because of that, you turn around slowly and you just make out the shape of something in the mist of the snowstorm.
Sorry.
It is an air elemental that is just right next to Tobiashi.
Balls.
You sure it's not ice elementals that are on the ground and died in the spike beds?
What about the footsteps?
You'll know later during the initiative. That's what I mean. Air elemental has
Oh, my God.
+5.
Are you trying to tell me it's both cold and windy?
You got it. Alright, then in that case, since it is there, it's going to jump, fly down, and fall right on Fisher and Jorg.
So it didn't see us. Let's go.
No, you all were way beyond its perception. It just beat Remy by dexterity, raw dexterity, so that's why it's going first. But it drops down on Fisher and Jorg. Well, it is going to go with his whirlwind attack. Each creature in the elemental space must make a dexterity saving, strength saving throw. Jorg and Fisher.
Exactly what I've been looking for.
I mean, at least the two of you are proficient in it.
I got a 15.
Jorg isn't proficient in strength.
Oh, excuse me. For some reason, sometimes when Tobiyashi speaks, I just assume that he's there.
I just pop in.
Wait, strength saving throw?
It's for Jorg and Fisher because the elemental
Yeah,
just dropped
you guys
on them.
get +2. +2.
Do
You're
we-
advancing me.
I think they're
we're
too
on the
far
ground.
down.
Oh, that is
Yeah, how-
true.
How high up are they?
25 feet.
No,
Yeah.
you don't. It's only
That's
10
okay.
feet. Not 30 feet yet.
I got a 23.
23. And Jorg?
I got a 12.
Okay. Which means, Fisher, you succeeded. Jorg, you
Oh,
didn't succeed.
Oh,
Oh, goodness. On a failed save, and flung away from the end on random direction. Alright, so random direction. Let's go with one here. Right in the wall. Such as flare with its strong striking an object, such as however 10 feet is shown. Since you are right on the wall, you do not get damage from being flung on the wall. But you do receive nearly maximum damage. Nearly 18 points of bludgeoning damage as the whirlwind just strikes at you, push you everywhere.
ow.
Successful, the target takes half that damage. So Fisher, it's half.
9?
Yeah. And isn't flung away. Oh yeah, and Jorg, you're flung. You fall prone.
No.
But fortunately, you were flung straight at the wall, so and you're a few feet away from the wall, so it's just a ugh, as the wind is beating down on you.
Is the monster still on the roof, or did it fly down like on top?
It landed on top of him.
It
Yeah.
jumped and fell. Air elemental can fly, so
Okay. So the map isn't updated right now.
oh
Yeah, no.
yeah.
Then it works.
Okay. And yeah, that's everything it can do.
Alright.
Which means now we go down to Remy.
Okay, so yeah, Remy sees a very unfortunate situation developing itself below him, and so yeah, I think Remy is going to pull out the good boy and
Okay.
throw it at the air elemental surrounding his amigos.
Okay.
There's the other 20. thankfully, this creature is big enough to where they are just within normal range of throwing it up.
Yeah.
And also, to my luck, I get the 20 on the natural. So
Okay, well, in that case, it's obviously obvious that you hit it. And for reference, it's not just an air elemental; it's a cold air elemental. Very important.
so it's extra spicy. Well, spicy.
No, that's a warm air element.
but it feels like you're on fire once you.
But is it a water or an ice type? Because that matters.
It tastes like you just ate like 16 breath mints as it hits you.
2.
Oh, and Jorg, do not forget to make your concentration check.
Yes.
10, 12.
You have to roll higher than 10.
I rolled a 9.
Oof.
And you lose
Ow.
your concentration. The spike growth disappears.
Whack.
Uh-oh.
Well, I know a better spell.
Spike growth again. Imagine if you could upcast spike growth for more damage.
6. So a total of 30 piercing.
Jeez Louise. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, stab that cloud.
Stab
Get
it.
it.
Fortunately, the dagger is a magical weapon, so it does its normal amount of damage.
And then as Raimi whistles for the good boy to come back, he instantly regrets it as he had to open his mouth briefly.
All right.
Just whistle, blow out to whistle, and then just don't breathe any more air in. Just hold your breath.
Then starts
No
taking
cold air.
damage from suffocation, and no. that has to end Raimi's turn. That's action, bonus action.
Okay. In that case, Tobiyashi with a 12.
Oh no. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do? I gotta get this thing off of him. But am I gonna sock it with my fist? No. I'm going to unravel my ball that's been raveled up. And
Wait,
then
are we still in its area?
Yes, because Jorg was flung, but since you are next to a wall, he got flung into the wall, and it's a random direction. He rolled a 7, so he didn't move at all.
so we're about you said like 15, 20 feet up?
25 feet up.
25.
25.
5 feet. Alright. I'll be fine. I'm going to swing my ball twice before I jump off the roof, and I'm going to hit him once with it,
Okay.
and then
So
that
you
is
jump on the
a
elemental.
22 to hit.
How much?
Teabagging it.
The 22 to hit.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it kind of like to where it's going towards him, to kind of like to where I'm facing in front where Jorg and them are, right? And I'm gonna hit him while I'm midair, okay? And then after I hit him, it does the lowest amount of damage I could do, so it's 7. And I hit him 5 feet back to where it gets off, because I can crush your feet.
So you move
Yeah.
away 5 feet. Okay.
No, I move him away 5 feet from us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In whatever direction you want, or is it?
Yeah, any direction. So I could, I make it go forward, so like away from us, forward.
Yeah, there's a wall. You can, he's only gonna move sideways. There's a wall
sorry.
behind him.
No, behind him?
It's a wall.
I think by away from everybody, so
Okay, so
Right.
yeah, I'll move him to the right, yeah. And then, after that, I'm going to hit him again with my fist, because that's all I could do, using a Fury of Blows.
Okay.
And so that's 2 hits. Let's see if I hit him. That first one fails. That second one fails because I'm socking air. And I might as well. I'm gonna use my action surge and use my ball again.
Okay.
That is a 17 to hit.
That is enough.
Okay, I hit him with my ball again, and I'm gonna hit him 5 more feet back, so he's farther away from us. And that is 10 damage. And
I think Crusher's only once per turn.
wait, is it? Yeah, it's once per turn. So yeah, no, I can't do it again.
So he doesn't move away.
Yeah,
Just-
and then
just the
that's
first
gonna be the
5
end of my
feet.
turn.
Okay.
Do you have slow fall yet?
I do. I didn't take any damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I have slow fall.
Good thing.
Yeah. No, I
It's like,
looked at it
yeah,
before I
Toby
made
just
the
falls
jump.
off the roof. Fisher's like, I just helped you get up there.
Yay!
It was all for the leap attack, Fisher.
Yeah.
It's
That
a-
whole 7 damage jump attack.
The whole 7 damage.
Absolutely, he absolutely wanted to jump above it and hit him with his ball as he fell down.
I wanted to
Yeah, he
that.
just teabagged
Oh,
him.
nice attack. And then, yeah, that's the end of my turn.
You are aware that it's a bit cold to hit something with your ball.
Yeah, I did. My ball's a little bit, smaller than usual.
All right. So,
Side effects can be cause of shrinkage.
and every guy knows that if the bag shrinks too fast, you get stuck with pain for a few hours.
All right.
Too much.
We're so sorry for any female viewers right now. That was very masculine inside joke. Okay, so all right, so that's it for you. Anything else? No,
I don't have any other moves.
Okay.
I used that, my bonus action. Wait, did I use my bonus action? No, I did. The Fury of Blows.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, let me check. No, that is not it. No. Action
Also-
surge.
Toby, is that what you were meaning to be map wise?
I was trying to land next to the wall to where I hit him back, like where he was coming from, but it's fine.
Okay.
I landed.
No, that's all right. That's all right. So landing next to the wall, hitting him, meaning that.
Yeah, and hitting him back to where he wasn't on anybody.
So it would have been.
G3.
So like while you're falling off the roof, you hit him.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. So it would have been lowered like this, and then to hit him again with your second attack, you would have to make one step forward, like this.
Yeah, that would have been fine.
Okay. All right. Since this is all for you, we go to Fisher with 11. What is your dexterity modifier?
Modifier is +0.
+0. Well, it's a bit better than what was about to happen with a -1. So right now, you
Hey!
feel a rumbling in
Let's
the
go.
ground, but you only have an air elemental right next to you, pummeling Jorg.
No.
I am going to
Grapple him, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab air. I'm sure that's a great idea.
No, absolutely. I'd like to remind you that air elemental are immune to the grappled condition.
I will.
No way.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna swing at this thing with my great sword.
Go ahead.
Do I want to? Yeah. Raimi already crit it. Did you say I heard a rumbling in the ground though?
Yes, you can,
I can hear
feel
another one.
rumbling in the ground.
Coming. In that case, can I actually? Let me read this real quick.
Their name is Raccoon. It rhymes with doom.
Can I hold my action? I'm gonna pull out the banishing whip. And then
Okay.
hold my action for if another elemental shows up.
Okay. So if another
And if
elemental-
another one doesn't show up, hit the air elemental.
Okay. Okay. So
Hey, yo, banishing whip? Hey, yo.
all right. So as your initiative rolls away, suddenly bursting from the ground, you have two ice elemental that just burst out.
Jeepers.
Yeah, as they were moving below the ground. And
It's tremors all over again.
I'll whip
Dude.
one.
well, there's one that is right in front of you. It's ice elemental. Well, maybe I should put them a different color. So, what ways you get to? It's a frozen
Oh.
ice elemental. Basically, a reskin of an earth elemental. Repurposing, you know. They encourage you to do that in the Dungeon Master Guide. Here you go. Different colors. Go right ahead.
Yeah, and if I only get one attack
Yes.
with a held action?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Weak.
Okay, yeah, that'll hit. That's 17 plus 9.
Okay.
For a whole 9 damage. And
Go.
then I will use 2 charges to cast Banishment on it.
Okay.
They DC 15, I believe, Charisma save.
Oh yeah, because Earth Elemental are so charismatic.
Oh yeah, when did those torches go out when we came in?
By the way, it's if you've ever seen an elemental on DeviantArt,
It rolls. It rolls a 1.
So,
So the elemental, I would imagine the one that's right in front of you.
Yeah, the one
All right.
within range of my.
You whip it and it's gone. Anything else?
Well, that's my reaction, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's I held.
yeah,
the
presumably
whip
it was
attack.
their turn.
That
when
was
happened.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that one got a nasty surprise. Well, in that case, it feels like you're a bit of a problem. So it's gonna go attack you. You're in reach. It has a long reach. So, Fisher.
With the air or the other ice elemental?
Oh, the air elemental has already done something.
Oh,
It's the
damn.
ice elemental.
You
that's
got
gonna
long
attack.
arms.
the other ice
You're 5
elemental is
feet
like...
diagonally
Unless
away
it
from it.
unless it
Or
moves.
5, 10 feet.
Did it move in an update?
It should be updating right now.
Ah.
Okay,
Ice
yeah, that makes a lot
elemental,
more sense.
My brother,
I was looking
will
at it
avenge
still
you.
the other side of the air elemental, and I was like, damn.
Okay, so multi-attack. I'm gonna take this dice. So it's gonna slam at you. One with a 18.
That'll be miss.
The other one with a natural 20.
Balls.
Meaning it is.
Yo.
Second, can I? Or does that
Today's
take
word
reaction?
is balls.
We have a lot of balls. in
Does
our
the lucky coin for an attacker take a reaction?
No.
Can I use that on the 20?
Sure.
I would highly encourage it.
Down to a 18.
That will be a miss.
Damn.
As you
Let's
see
go.
the first blow come down, you move away from it, just barely missing it, and then you see the other one arriving, and you hear a distant ringing of a coin. Ting! And you make a step back, and you see the mallet-sized fist just go. All right.
Let's go. Thanks, Rami.
Now I'm not just shivering from the cold. I'm shivering because it looks like it's gonna murder me in one hit.
Yeah, probably. All right. So, and if I'm not mistaken, banish lasts 1 minute. Is that it?
Yeah, a minute, or yeah, it is concentration, so
That's
it'll
right.
come back.
All right.
And if it
Although-
lasts the full minute, if the thing is not native to this plane, which I'm assuming it's not, it stays at its home plane.
All right. Yeah, that part I remember. Okay, so that was Fisher. We go down to Jorg.
All right, Jorg is going to use stand up first, and then that's not a spell. He's going to use conjure animals to summon 2 big dire wolves.
Okay.
George uses stand up. It was super
On-
effective.
Like K2 and 3, and then the other one in the square, kind of to the right of that, because they're large, right? So they're
Yeah.
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 So like this.
And then, as a bonus action, he's going to summon his bear totem to give all of us 11 temporary hit points and advantage on strength checks.
Okay.
And save.
And saves?
Which feels rough.
Saving throws, yeah.
Okay. You say 11?
Like-
Yo,
Nice.
5 plus druid level. And then the wolves just go next, right?
George just dishing out some quick steroids.
Oh,
They roll initiative.
I didn't
Oh, they roll
think
initiative.
about that. Oh, that's gonna be
Uh-oh.
interesting. Go ahead. Go ahead.
They roll. Oh, well, at least that does mean they get to go next, I think.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
got
Low is probably
a 5.
high.
Yeah, they're gonna go last.
Mhm.
All right. So, anything else?
No.
No. Scream. Cry.
Nope.
Tell a story.
No. Yeah, he's just gonna start blabbering it.
He's like, when I was a young lad.
I guess, can you move out of its square?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's probably a good idea. I will try and move to H3. If that's actually, well, then I'm just putting myself right there.
Might as
Actually,
well
I'm
go to
gonna move
G2.
to,
'Cause you can go through me, it just takes extra movement.
But then will it get an attack of opportunity on me?
It might. It might have.
Keep in
Reach.
mind that a creature with reach, unless they have an attack that only goes within 5 feet, they can't take an op attack until they leave that 10-foot reach.
Okay. Does the wind elemental have reach?
You
I
don't
assume
know.
so.
Don't know.
Yeah,
Ice
Actually,
one
you
does.
do know.
He'll
It literally attacked
go
at
to
reach,
G2.
didn't it?
Oh, that was
drop
The
ice
wind
elemental.
elemental, no.
Or was it the ice elemental?
The ice elemental did. So you know that the ice elemental has a 10-foot reach.
Oh,
But
okay.
the air
For some
elemental.
reason, I thought I heard reach from the air elemental.
No, the
that was
air
my bad.
elemental. It's the whirlwind attack that it used.
Okay.
So you don't know if it has reach.
Yeah, Jorg will go for G2.
All right, then it'll take an attack of opportunity at you
Okay.
because it only has 5 feet. As you're trying to move away, it strikes at you with a 26.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna hit.
All right. Dealing.
Oof, if you drop concentration right away.
The-
Sorry,
for
I-
suggesting it.
I better not.
Yeah, just not trying to dictate your tactics, but generally speaking, you want to take the movement that might provoke opportunity attacks first
Before
making a concentration
spell.
spell.
So
Yeah.
you take 21 points of bludgeoning damage
Oof.
as you get
I can't.
as you get slammed by that wind as you're moving away.
Just
Okay.
barely still a
Held
20
con.
or a 10 on a con save.
Yeah. Ow.
So
I believe you.
What did you roll
You've
for
got a
your
good
Constitution
con
save?
I rolled a 20.
20.
on it.
That's
there you
but
go.
that's more than enough.
Yeah. Yep. Cool.
Cold, actually.
Cold. Yes. Very cold.
All right.
I'm out of the.
So
All right.
with Jorg, we go with audience.
Alright. Well, since Magna and Audience go at the same time, they both have the same dex bonus. Magna is gonna go pounce. It's gonna run down the side of the building and like a cat, and then pounce on the air elemental.
All right.
That's
So
sneaky.
since it's going down the building, Jackie Chan style, I'll say acrobatic
Okay. For Magna or for me?
for Magna.
Okay, I'm on Magna, so I don't know if that.
Well, you're on.
Are you surfing on
I mean, am I?
No, Magna would have to make an
It's,
athletic roll, but sorry, acrobatics roll, but you would have to make an athletics roll to not be flung out of Magna
Okay,
as
well,
it's
I rolled a 20, so I think I'm okay.
okay.
Then Magna rolls. What's its acrobatics?
It's dexterity.
Okay, that so. I can't make that, so I'll just do a regular roll. I had got an 8 for acrobatics.
Oof.
Ooh, you got an 8. That's a
They don't have a climb speed?
That's a shaky move going down. I'll say it's good enough to reach down, but I'll give you disadvantage in your attack because it's nearly a tumble down.
Okay, Magna gets disadvantage on attack. Magna's gonna roll with on its pounce. It's gonna roll with what's its attack? Its attack is +4, right? I think +4. Yes. Okay. So +4. 2, 20. Oh yeah, it misses.
Okay.
Magna misses.
So Magna jumps and she thought that the rain cover right above the door was gonna be hard enough to hold her, but it just go straight down, straight through, to the ground. You did fall 20 feet up, so Magna does take...
It's a cat. Cats can fall 20 feet and die.
She takes 6 points of falling damage. Bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
And lands where?
Well,
There's no room here.
she lands
Excuse
me, you
inside
parked
the
somewhere else.
elemental.
I mean,
Fine.
she was pouncing / tumbling, so she might have
I
actually
mean,
gone
I'm assuming
past it.
Dork did still move away, so I think the space where the air elemental is perfectly free, because
Yeah.
you can occupy the air elemental space.
So she makes her
Probably
tumble
like
down
J-
in the elemental, but you can move away. You still have enough movement.
Can I move to J4 without provoking opportunity?
The air elemental already took a reaction attack.
Okay, I'm moving to J4.
J4. Okay, this one here.
Because that sets up flank.
Yeah, just like you.
I don't worry about me. I worry about
I'm struggling to think of a situation where not everybody down there just has advantage on each other.
Yeah.
Technically, I'm not in a triangle with the NPCs on Mars.
No, that's right. That's right. You're completely right.
I mean,
All right.
Right, and then I will take my attack
Go ahead.
after casting. Actually, I'm going to use my spell first as my bonus action and cast Divine Favor. Because we love casting. And then I will hit it with my greatsword.
Go.
With
Which
advantage.
one? The air or the ice?
The air, because I get advantage.
Okay.
That's definitely going to hit with a 27. Also, yeah.
Yes.
I definitely hit with a 27.
Yes.
I will use a divine. Actually, I just want to kill this air elemental. It seems to be the one doing a lot of damage. So I'm going to use a 2nd level divine smite and hit it 4.
Audience really wants some revenge after that a very unfortunate water elemental fight. This is the closest he's gotten so far.
15,
that's just
25.
frozen water. It's basically the same.
22. He'll hit it for 22 damage.
22 damage. Okay.
Then it will attack it again. An 18 to hit and a 23 to hit. And it will use its other level 2 Divine Smite.
23 is enough.
Yeah. And it's gonna hit it 4. Then we'll hit it for another 26 damage.
Good lord. Alright, as you hit the elemental twice with Divine Strike, blinding light just appears and you strike it. You hear it scream out in pain. It feels like the normal howling wind that you hear just doubles in strength. It nearly loses consistency, but it reforms itself, looks angrily at you. It's injured. It's seriously
Bitch.
injured.
You just see like air bleeding out of its mouth. It's just like.
I just look at it in the eye. I just look at the eyes. I'm like, as an air elemental, you should know. You forgot to look up.
Oh, Remy's gonna love you for that one.
Remy's fine. I don't know how intelligent air elementals are.
Alright, anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
Alright, then we go to 6 initiative for the summoned creature.
The first one is gonna bite the air elemental.
Go ahead.
Or
You get advantage, by the way.
yeah, pack tactics.
And also, you're finally at the level where
17.
these attacks are magical.
Can
I
advantage
was
stack?
gonna
No.
Actually, the dire wolves are summoned creature. It's not him.
Yeah, but the damage from natural weapons summoned by
Oh.
a level 6
Shepherd.
count as
Okay.
magical.
Yes, then.
So
Go.
I know. So we know you said that tauntingly, DM, but he actually can bite the air and hurt it.
13 damage.
What was the attack roll?
A 17.
17 is enough.
So I forgot to get.
Alright.
Sweet. Get 2 bonus hit points also.
13
Per hit
damage.
Oh, he died. And then
No idea how many hit die a direwolf has.
Oh,
It's still it's injured, but it's still up.
still up. The other one's gonna bite it.
Go ahead. It's a tight squeeze.
Yeah.
Audience, you
Audience
see the
duck.
large beast right next to you.
Right next to his
I'll
face.
just go lean against the ice elemental next to me. Hey,
Yeah.
what's up, big guy?
Hey, you're next.
You're next. You see your friend there?
For
I
some,
assume an 11 does not hit.
No. no.
Whack. Yeah, you were 2 in the way, audience.
Actually, no. It's the dire wolf. It got distracted by Magna. You know, it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
it's a nice female. The wrong species, but it's
Also-
still a nice female.
Say it.
No, he wants to.
You tell it to attack, and all you hear instead is "Oh!"
Damn, that puts wolf whistling literally. Alright.
Oh, 2 extra HP per.
I was
hit.
I was expecting a specific joke from that, Remy.
Shit. Yeah.
About the wolf
Lot of-
wanting some.
And I would, but I was actually having a throat issue for a second.
Okay, that's all right. I forgive you this time.
Cat got his tongue.
All right. So, anything else, George?
Nope.
All right.
The wolves will stay there.
In that case, we go back to the top of the initiative with Remy and the Elemental. Elemental has initiative on you. You're right. You know, they're not smart elementals. But when you roll a 17, it's good enough. So when you say you forget to look up, the elemental looks up at Remy.
Was it Hank?
Of course.
Followed the whistle.
Slams in the Remy twice. It floats up.
Did we get
But then
opportunity
people
as
took
attack?
opportunity attacks.
I know. I was about to say it.
Okay.
I could attack within 10 feet. I got this. Let's go.
I think everyone's attacking it, to be honest. There are 2 wolves attacking it. It's taking like 6 attacks.
And if you hit it, it doesn't move.
Yeah, I guess I'll start with me then.
Sort of this moment of it's moving up. Football pile up.
I could hit it 5 feet back down.
Yeah.
I will see if I hit
Unfortunately, I already used my reaction.
Yeah,
it. You did. That's a 25 to hit.
that's enough to hit. So it doesn't
Alright.
move. So you are the only one who gets the attack of opportunity.
Dang it.
Technically it'd be by initiative, so if someone has a higher initiative than me, they'll get attack of opportunity. I don't know. Not initiative, by dexterity.
Hey, yo, me?
I think, well, not.
I think.
There's no
That's
rule in
specific.
5e as
Yeah.
far as like the order that.
No. Since you did have a thing about not making the enemy move, I'd say you'd go first because that cancels the movement. So instead, it attacks twice. Well, you audience, since you talked to it, and it's really bitter about the fact that you told him to attack someone, and then you.
It takes 7, by the way.
Oh yeah. So it's really bitter about this, and it's going to slam into you twice with a 24 and 23.
Those both hit.
Those both
What?
hit.
You're not allowed to hit audience. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, I get an attack of opportunity just for hitting odd notes.
You need to have Sentinel.
And even then, it actually wouldn't work because audience already has. Sentinel.
Yeah, that's right. You can't.
Double Sentinel.
I love how it's specifically worded in there, so you can't do that. They're like, oh wait, this would be too good.
It's like Sentinel does not stack.
So
Yeah, it does. It says that in the word of the
yeah, it actually does. So audience, you get hit. You get slammed by air. I'm not sure how it works, but it works. Twice for a grand total of 30 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Smells out.
Spiral.
You just feel the cold air slam into you.
Okay, so 11's gone. It's 30, so that's what, 20, 19 damage.
What?
I was just taking away my
Okay.
temporary hit points. I forgot how much it was. There you go. Alright.
Okay. Alright, so now we go to Remy.
I mean, Raimi's turn was decided for him. Audience is being attacked.
Go ahead.
So Raimi pulls out the good boy again and throws it. The 21 to hit.
That is enough.
Gonna be for a 13, 17, 20 piercing.
Okay. You hit it with the dagger. It goes right down, goes right through it. It momentarily loses its shape, but you see the wind with great difficulty just reforming itself. It is close to dissipating.
Let's go.
Raimi gives a very disappointed whistle as he calls the good boy back to his hand and ends his turn.
It is obvious that it had to use all of its will to remain in one piece. And this means we go down to... That was Remy... Tobiyashi.
So I have a question. Since I have my gloves on, does it count as a magical item, or like a magical weapon in my fist, or would it like make my fist attack magical? Because I have my item on my hands, you know.
It is not awake yet.
Oh yeah, huh? Ah. Okay.
If you
Yeah,
were
so basically,
on
if it
6,
awakens and
wouldn't
it
have to
happens to
worry
be a
about it.
magical weapon, then the answer is yes.
Yes. All right. Let's go in for another attack with the whip. I could hit him from 10 feet away because that's as long as my attack. And I'm gonna go for it. Let's go.
I
Okay.
almost want to say you can't miss, but
That's a 21 to hit.
That is enough to hit.
All
You
right.
don't need to roll. It had one hit point left.
Let's go. I hit him 5 feet into the ground. Oh.
You strike it a good one. The meteor hammer just falls down, and you see the wind disperse, and it doesn't reform.
Is there a crystal on the ground?
You don't see something
after that-
fall like that.
I am going to after that, because why not? Let's hopefully this ice doesn't hurt as much as a rock. I'm gonna use a key point, and I am actually not gonna do that. I'm gonna use patient defense, and that's gonna be the end of my turn.
Okay. In that case, we go to Fisher.
Alright. Can I move to H6 or G6 to flank this ice monster?
Yeah. That works.
And then I will attack it with my great sword with Great Weapon Master.
Okay.
I'm gonna make an ice sculpture out of it. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That is enough.
if we had like one more token at the top, I would be like reminded of Porygon Z.
21 damage.
Okay.
Then second attack is a nat 20.
That is enough to hit.
Do you have to make
I
a
see.
con save? I mean, a concentration
Why would what?
If Fisher's making the
for the
attack.
whip?
I haven't taken damage.
Oh, okay.
I'm attacking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like the wind elemental attacked audience. That's who got
Yeah.
who got punched.
For 26 damage. So I rolled bad.
Oh, wow.
And then I will, because I got a crit, use my bonus action to attack again from Great Weapon Master with
Yeah.
Great Weapon Master. That one's cocked. That my 17 to hit.
That is exactly what you need to hit.
Balls. 18 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna action surge
Okay.
and hit him 2 more times with Great Weapon.
This is code for Fisher doesn't want to get punched if he can
Uh-oh.
avoid it.
I missed. That's a 11 to hit.
That is not enough.
That one will hit though. That's a 23 to hit.
Is enough.
4. 24 damage.
Jeez Louise. Okay. So that is it? All the attacks?
Yeah.
You wail on him, damaging him. You see pieces of ice just splintering off, falling to the ground. The last strike you do does force him to take one step back. And, it is just barely by 1 point injured.
Oh, God damn it.
Anything else? Movement?
I believe I already used all of it. So yeah, I'm good. I'm good where I am.
Okay. All right. So
Take a step back. I guess I don't breathe, so no need to take a breather break, but effectively take a breather.
all right. So the elemental
Swinging
that you
around
just
a 6-foot sword 5 times in 6 seconds.
The elemental is a bit pissed at you, so it's gonna attack you.
Yeah, fair enough. Understandable.
So
I'm gonna use Sentinel on it.
As
You haven't.
Yeah.
You've already
Is
used
it
it.
you already
round?
used it against the air
No,
elemental.
I honestly didn't know. Oh no, wait, Remy. Oh right, because Remy was starting. So yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
So 22 and
Reminds me.
25.
I will shield to bring me up to 27.
Okay. You see the 2 strike arriving right at you, and just in time you raise the shield. And then you feel a rumble in the ground right below you. An elemental comes out.
God balls.
And strikes at you as it gets up and strikes at you. You hear it also scream, oh, good luck, Evan. It's not enough to hit your 27 armor class for the rest of the round. It slams, you dance around, dodging this and pushing it away with the shield, but what you hear from the elemental is, you're gonna have to send me a whole lot further than this.
Wait, what? That popped right next to the portal.
What? That's not how this spell's supposed to work.
Oh, you sent it back. Don't worry about it. That's what I meant when I said, oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, that's interesting. That's what I meant. I just remembered, oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Not for you,
Yeah,
for them.
'cause it's not incapacitated if it goes home instead of to a demi-plate. I booped it back to its front door and it's like, okay, I'll open the door again.
Sort of the, oh, shit. Alright, so we go down the initiative. He tried to attack you, didn't work. Which means we go down to 9, Jorg.
Jorg is going to, even though it's not the right kind of flame, which is kind of annoying, just use Sacred Flame on the nearby one.
Does radiant or fire damage?
It's radiant.
Okay.
That's why it's annoying. Unless I've got a better spell.
You know Flame Strike, right? The 5th level cleric spell?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Or,
Wall of Fire, I could use that.
the 4th level spell.
Apparently,
yeah.
everybody has forgotten about the level 2 flame sword spell, but okay.
How is
Who takes Flame Blade?
L?
Something.
I mean, nobody does, but I just
Flaming
I
Sphere
just felt the need
always
to
better.
mention that there's a lower level spell.
Oh, Jorg! Jorg, what do you do? What do you do?
Okay, yep. Just gonna do a nice Sacred Flame on the one that's closer to me.
Okay.
So it has to do the what's the DC? See what they're seeing on a dexterity saving through a 15 dex saving.
Fails.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
big ice monster.
And takes 14 radiant damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on what, 2d8?
Yep.
I imagine he just threw the rock that I gave him right at him, and he was.
Another warm rock.
No, dude, that's way too precious to throw away.
yeah, that's what's keeping us alive right now.
Yeah. I don't really have any bonus actions to use, so yeah, that's my turn.
Fisher, can you roll an
Just gonna stick
Can you roll an intelligence roll for me, please?
Intelligence?
Yeah.
I can try. Oh, hey. 21.
Okay. Terranad gives you a signal from deep within you and calls you a dummy.
This is what I think it's about. And there's...
The stones.
Is I was not thinking that. I was gonna say, if it's what I think it is, and I had a reason to not be doing it, I'm gonna be angry because I did, but that I got confused by the wording and now realize it is what it is. But since I didn't realize that I could now do it. Alright, we're good.
He does call you a
Question.
bloody arcane death.
Question. Seeing as when they were warming up their rocks by the fire, I said I was going to stand by the fire to warm up the rocks that are a part of me. Could I use one of those rocks?
No, that would have incurred damage to you.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, I'm gonna let my
It's my turn,
stones
so.
warm up. Alright,
Yep.
so Jorg is done. Movement. Spontaneous dancing.
F2, he'll go up a little bit.
Okay. F2, good. Alright.
Yeah.
So that was Jorg, and we are at audience.
Alright, I'll just let my cat get its attacks out of the way first.
Come on, cat, attack.
Advantage. 16 plus 4 is unnatural 20. Does that hit?
Yes, it is enough.
Alright, and how much damage is that? That's like a 1d6 plus 4, I think.
You have all the stats of your cat. Don't have
Yeah,
them.
I know. No, I was just saying. Alright, it'll hit the elemental in front of it for 6 damage.
Okay. For how much damage?
6.
6.
It's doing its part.
Yes. Absolutely. Considering the other way, Remy missed killing the air elemental by 1 point, 6
Yeah.
can make the difference.
And then audience will use his 2 attacks. Actually, first he'll use his bonus action to switch his blessing over to a spell slot. 2 spell slot. I'll attack this monster. And that's an 18 to hit.
That is enough.
Alright, she's gonna use level 1 Divine Smite. For 2d8. D8. Where's my 8s? 18 plus my spell. For 21 damage on the first hit.
Okay.
Then the second hit would be. Alright, we'll just keep that nat 20.
Good call. That'd be a good choice, man.
And we'll use the level 2, the other level 2 spell slot. So that's going to be 16 damage plus. Let's see how much these are. 16, 14 times 2 is 28. So 28, 38, 44 plus the d4. The d4 is not doubled, right?
All dice are doubled.
Oh, 34, okay. So, well, that was 1, so 36. He'll hit him for 36 damage on the second attack.
Wow, okay, it's not a competition.
I mean, I'm not even in the
Also, is that
competition.
now 3 crits from our party in the first
so far, yeah.
2 rounds of combat?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It helps when all of them are technically, or most of them are rolling double the amount of d20s, so the odds do
Yeah.
increase.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright. And yeah, that'll be my turn. I'll just do
Alright.
50, 60 damage.
That last
Damn.
strike went right through his leg, and you saw a huge crack going from where you were, going right up his body, almost all the way through. Almost all the way through.
Yeah.
Alright,
Paladins
so we'll finish him
are
off.
really strong when they can just blow their whole load inside of a minute.
Pretty much. That's what we do. We're fast but effective.
Oh goodness.
I'm not crying because I'm proud. I'm crying because I'm still tearing up from my operation last week. But I would be crying if I could.
But you wanna be proud.
Alright, wolves. Finish off this elemental.
Oh, please, yes, finish it off.
I already blew my load on it. I needed to finish it off.
We're gonna lose all if any, female audience.
Don't worry, I'll finish it off.
Don't worry, we're courteous. We make sure that the women will finish too.
That's all I care about.
Wolves, take your turn before the stream loses.
No one's fun. We ever had one.
Come on, Jorg. You're wolves.
Jorg, wolves. Wolf 1 will move to HI23 and bite the. Oh, hopefully his tongue doesn't get stuck.
Fuck.
Alright, let's see what.
This is why they tell you not to eat your dark ice cube.
Click P on it.
A net 1 and a 2 is what he rolled. So yeah, his tongue's
So,
probably stuck
yes.
on something else. Yeah.
Tongue stuck on the phone.
It tried to bite off his behind, and it got stuck like that. I'm stuck.
Alright, Wolf 2 will move
Oh man.
up
I was
to
about
JK.
I was about to say he's gonna go lick the popsicle.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Your audience.
Not a 25. 16 plus 2 though. No, 21.
21 to hit is enough.
And that was it was 2d6 plus 3. This one does not get stuck for 8 damage.
Okay.
No, wait, 11 damage.
11 damage.
And just-
cool.
Now it's to chew on the ice.
Like kibble.
You know, these dogs like, or at least I've had dogs like chewing on ice cubes.
Okay. I had a cat who tried to eat the kibbles of the dog. He never understood why we always knew when he tried to do that. Alright, so that was the dogs. So one dog has his tongue stuck to the elemental. The other one is chewing off something. The elemental that's everyone is groping him. He's looking really, really bad. And we go back to the top of the initiative with Remy.
All right. I had to do the brief math here. It wasn't difficult math, but Raimi will have to make this dagger strike with normal.
Okay.
As they are technically 25 feet away from where Raimi is standing.
Oh damn.
Wait, where'd I put the other one? Up there it is. Okay. 17 to hit.
That is exactly what you need to hit.
Okay, good. I was a little afraid there. It's like I did not hear the last number. Yeah. Step up. There you are. That will be 1, 3, 7, 12, 16 piercing.
Alright, you throw the dagger and it hits right in its back, and you see the crack just going up, 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 and bursting! You see the mantle falls into stone, and you see one of the Jorg's wolf just going, "Ow, my thumb! Ow, ow, ow!"
Big piece of elemental hanging off.
Well, actually, Remy doesn't understand it, but Jorg does. Remy, you just hear.
I imagine Raimi's heard that sound a few times, but doesn't know the specific, just verbiage. Yeah, Raimi's just going to whistle and end his turn.
Get the dagger back. Alright, and we go down to Tobiyashi.
Alrighty. It's time for the never failing meteor strike. I will go for the one that everyone's attacking.
Well, he's dead.
And
No, there's
no, well, now the other one everyone's going to be attacking.
You
Okay,
do not
so
have
7 is not
advantage to
flanked.
attack it. It is not
Yes,
flanked.
I will move up 10 feet, so I'm closer to him. Wait, no, 5 feet. No, 10. Yeah, 10. Because it has to be. Okay, yeah, no, I got it. 10 feet, and then I am going to throw another one. Let's go. What is that? A 21 to hit.
That is enough.
And then boom, bang, pow, 8 points of damage. Let's go. We love to see it, baby. And then I will use
Fabian.
why not? Let's try to do it. Let's try to do it. I'm gonna use a Fury of Blows and try to attack him.
So you make one more step to.
A natural 20.
Okay.
Let's go. Okay, so now that I hit him with the natural 20, everyone has advantage on hitting him with my Crusher critical feat.
Okay.
Oh.
And then, so I'm gonna roll damage now. That's 10 points of damage. Let's go. Always with the good damage. And then my second attack is going to be a 18 to hit
That is enough.
with a whopping 4 points of damage. I'm the best, guys.
That was 22 and run round for Toby. That's like
That's a record.
Oh, we
I
love
don't care
this.
about the damage. I just really like the advantage.
Yeah, we got advantage. Everyone has advantage now until my next turn.
That's the
So
important part.
The crushing blow
Go on.
forced him to make a one step back, nearly fall to his knees. You see the advantage to strike, and it just so happened.
My key point. It
Toby, I
went
need
from
your stone.
straight to it. You need my stone? Can I? Wait. Can I make a reaction? Can I
I'll
throw my
allow
stone?
it.
Okay. I throw my stone since he asked for my stone. And yeah, I throw it to him. And that's the end of my turn.
I didn't realize Fisher and Toby were that close.
I have 2 of them, so he could have one.
That doesn't make that better. You
Fisher
No.
wasn't paid with any, so Toby was nice enough to donate.
Yeah. I forgot to ask him by the fire, so
You know,
that was
winter creates that in people.
yeah. All right. I'm done. Wait, whose turn is it now?
It's Fisher.
Audience?
It just so happens that it's Fisher. And because he has better dexterity, he goes before the elemental.
I love that. It's hilarious. My +0 is better.
It has a -1.
I will
There's no way you can miss.
first, with a bonus action, cast Chromatic Strike and suck the heat out of the stone. Sorry, Toby. We'll have to find you a new one. And,
Okay. Yeah.
Apply the
Just shrivel
fire
up.
effect.
Okay.
And then I will
Balls of fire.
start hacking away with advantage and Great Weapon Master.
Alright.
That is a nat 20.
Holy gee! That's gonna hurt. So, it's... Alright, so just so that you know, it's natural 20, and because it's an ice elemental and not an earth elemental, it has vulnerability to fire.
I will split up the fire damage. So that will be 7 fire damage, so
Okay.
14. And then that will be 7, 15,
So Fisher is trying to compete with audience.
Yep.
14 plus 16 is 30. Yeah, 30 slashing damage. And I will let
Did you
attack.
call Great Weapon Master or?
Yeah, I said with advantage and Great Weapon Master.
You did.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know if you added the 10 on top of it or not.
Yeah, because it was 14 from the dice and then 16 from Great Weapon Master,
Okay.
plus my regular damage bonus. And then second attack is that's 17. That just barely, right?
17 is enough, yes.
Oh, sweet. Sweet advantage.
These poor elementals do not know what
Does he
kind
only?
of fight they
Yeah, I was
want
gonna
to
say,
do.
does he only get advantage on the first attack, or
I believe. Well, what does Crusher say?
It's all of them.
It's
all
your
of them?
feet, man. Know your
Yeah,
stuff.
It's all. Sorry. Yeah, it's all of them. It's all of them. Any
You are
attack.
thinking of Guiding Bolt.
That is
Okay.
4, so 8 fire damage,
16.
and then 8 plus 24 slashing damage.
That's the first time Crushy Critical actually worked. Like, I actually got to use it.
That did.
Alright, so you wailed on him, and beat him up, and the flame of your blade just licking his body, and you
I'm
see...
just hitting him, and I'm like, you should have stayed home.
I gave you a chance. You're not getting another one.
The strike just peels off parts of him, and you see chunks of ice falling, and it's definitely injured. It nearly falls to his knee, to both his knees, as it's looking at you, tearing at its body. Anything else? Do you want to lick it?
I don't have a tongue. I'm good.
Okay.
I'll hand Toby back his stone.
It's
But
all
it's-
ice cold.
Yeah, cold down.
Drop it. I'm like, Jesus.
Sorry. Thanks though. Also, the ice elemental is on fire.
Yeah, well, flame
It is
moves across
ignited.
his body.
Oh yeah. So like when my key hit the thing, it just showed you all the points to hit at. It's like,
Exactly.
Alright, so it's on his turn that it rolls damage for the ongoing fire, or your next
Yeah.
turn? Its turn.
At the
alright.
beginning of its turn.
Well, you roll the damage because it's its turn now.
It takes 8 fire damage.
You see a large piece of its back just melts away and just falls back into water. And none of you can hear it except Fisher, who has the elemental feat. And right after you say, "You should have stayed on the other side," you hear the elemental go, "Fine!" And he buries down into the ground. You do get an attack of opportunity if you want. Tobiyashi also gets an attack of opportunity if he wants.
First,
Alright.
can I make an insight check to see if it's actually going home or if it's just like running away?
What is your passive insight?
I believe 9. Yes, 9.
We'd have to go with your passive insight. I'd say, judging by how fast it came back, you think that running away and going home is the same thing.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna make my attack.
I'll hit.
That is a 19 to hit.
That is enough.
Okay, I have a question. It
Yes.
says an unoccupied space on the crusher. Can I hit it up?
I believe it only applies to on
A
your
space.
turn.
On my turn. Okay.
Yeah.
So and max
no.
damage 10 points. Let's
It
go.
says once per turn.
Yeah, once per turn.
Once per turn.
You already used
Yeah.
it once this turn, so.
But I used the crusher.
Or no,
Okay,
it was a different turn. In which case, to answer the actual question, yes, technically you can hit them upward.
All right, I hit him
That's
up.
why the Crusher
Right
Polar
yeah.
Master
Right.
Warcaster feat lets you bonk someone with Booming Blade.
Yeah, as soon as he's like going down into the ground, I hit him in the chin and he goes upwards 5 feet. And then it's your turn to hit him.
Mhm.
You just see him go. Ah!
And I miss.
Ah!
That's
You moved him. I
I'm
was
sorry.
swinging over here and you moved.
It just used the momentum of Tobiyashi's hit. As it went up, it lets itself fall down, and it fell on the stone and just let itself sink in because it has ice glide. It just slides into frozen earth as if it was just part of it. And it disappears into the ground. And you're out of initiative. It doesn't come back.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
I think that
I
was the
clapped
plan.
Toby on the shoulder. And just like, way to go.
Me kind of feeling like I actually fit in now. I'm like, oh my gosh, I actually did something this round. Let's go.
All right,
Um,
how long?
Now,
how many
just
rounds was that?
don't think
by the
about
way?
how cold it still is.
What did you say?
Yeah, it's like my proudness is overcoming the coldness. I'm like, woo!
How many rounds was that, by the way? That we won that fight in.
I believe 4.
All right, so 6. No. How many? Is that 4 minutes?
24 seconds.
24 seconds? All right, I like to think that these people told us they couldn't let us in, and then 24 seconds later, we're just like, yeah, we don't.
Can we come in now?
I mean,
It's
the
cold
thing
out
said
here.
to come up, so, like,
Mhm.
a minute, baby.
Like, have we
Yeah.
earned the right to enter?
Yeah, go back.
Audience,
knock
I'll
at the
just
door
go over
again.
the door. Knock at the door. All right, we killed all the elementals.
Oh, this is the ice elementals. Your friends are dead. Let us in.
No, since you do say that there is no more danger, yes, absolutely. They open the door, you see the shimmering light disappear, and you are... Yes?
Before we go in, I'm gonna pick up a piece of the elemental and feed it to my ball. Not thinking it's gonna do anything. I just need to feed him.
Okay. No,
He's a cannibal now.
There's no... There's no problem. He gladly eats it.
Okay.
He eats a ball. Okay. So
Now inside now.
he eats a nice ball. All right. So yeah,
Nice ball.
you go in and you are greeted by Connie, who is near a campfire that's been lit at the fire pit at the center of the inn, and you're greeted by what looks a bit like a ranger. And he says, "Oh well, come on, quick! I have enough energy to recast this. It's gonna take a few minutes. Fortunately, they usually don't come back until next morning. So, come on, get in."
I run to the fire and put my stone next to it and warm up my hands. And yeah, that's what I do. I'm just like.
I go up to Jorg and I'm like, yo, Jorg, you want to hit me with a quick kill, real quick?
Yeah,
That quick shot, that sweet dead stuff.
yeah. Here, I'll hit you with a couple cure wounds for
I'll walk up. What audience is the dragon's help
8.
not good enough?
or
For-
20 health.
20 health. All right, that should be
You want some more?
No.
I give a little giggle in my coldness. I just.
As long as my wolves are still around, I'm gonna huddle up with them for warmth. And I'll use a couple heals on me too.
You see 2 dire wolf entering the room. You see Jorg,
Speaking of which-
and you see a dire wolf on each side, looking at the fire.
I scoot into them.
I'll kind of walk
Does-
and be like, well, if those elementals are all we have to deal with, I mean, those are pretty easy. So,
Yeah, well, that's...
Yeah, I mean, if they keep coming back, though.
That's what came out the first day, before the storm hits. I'm pretty sure there's something else now. I was over the water. It's Connie that's talking. I was over the water where it all froze, and something shifted under everything. There's something else out there. I'm pretty sure that's what's causing the blizzard.
guess we'll have to go check that
Under
out
the water.
tomorrow.
The spell lasts very much like Liamon's tiny hut. I don't know if you're familiar with the spell. So it lasts pretty much the same length. It's a lesser version. It's made to make a shelter. But at least we'll be safe from the wind. The cold, however, we do need wood to maintain it.
I'll reach into my storage space, pull out the
A
full of
petrified
dead-
version of.
yeah. Here's the wood.
She looks at it for a moment. That's not freaky at all. Okay. Sure.
Yeah,
Put him in.
Imagine
it
if
was
we
a friend
burn it
of
and then it
ours.
starts burning Ornak back at the camp. Just bursts
He's like,
into
oh,
flames.
I feel something warm.
Or like voodooing him somehow. A little voodoo
Yeah.
magic.
We've also got all our torches. We can just burn
Yeah.
the whole torch.
So you all huddle up around the fire pit at the middle of this inn, staring at a burning Ornak that died long ago.
I get the 2 rocks from Jorg and I'm like, I'm gonna warm these back up for you.
Rami
Put 'em
is
by the
going
fire.
to take this prime opportunity / excuse to have as much bodily contact with audience as possible.
You're gonna have to fight with Magna for that because audience is hooked up to Magna.
Ray, as we may have established, Rami is willing to share in this regard.
He's seeking the warmth of his large furry animal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now audience has the benefits of fur and feather.
Yeah,
Dum, dum, dum.
It's like cuddling with an owlbear.
exactly.
It's like all the monster harem animes I've watched. I mean, what? Jesus, where did that come from?
We don't know. Do we want to know?
No, you don't. All right, let's move on.
All right. Well,
Sam, this show is live. We can't cut things.
Can't cut things.
well, seeing as we are 45 minutes over our time, I'd say this is an interesting moment to finish the stream as you are all huddled up around a fire pit staring at a burning Ornak.
I'm contributing this win to me eating that pebble of nutrients because I needed it, and I'm actually healthy now.
Okay.
Oh, spring oak tree, oh, spring
No,
oak
the
tree.
wisdom of the fortune cookie.
Yeah, it was the wisdom of the fortune cookie. It told us to watch out. You know?
What's the fortune of the cookie? All right.
Should have told the elementals to watch out. They didn't know they were entering a fight with the RNG God Squad.
Yeah, exactly.
The nat 20s were just hating a day.
They were.
What's the fortune of the cookie? Enjoy moments with friends after a well-spent day.
As I'm eating. Like, audience, you got some of that beer? No, I'm trying. You got some ale?
I do, if you want it.
I'll take a drink.
want
It'll
it?
warm me up.
All
Yeah.
right, I'll pass him the mug with. I'll give him a alcoholic ale.
you take the.
But what I don't tell him is it's dwarven ale.
I got the boots to match. It's fine.
Don't see exactly where it's coming from. It's sort of melted snow, but audience tells you no, it's gonna taste nearly the same as ale. Good old tavern ale.
I drink it. Go.
Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. We got this. Yes. I got a 20. Not
You
natural.
actually got a 22 because I've given you +2 to your saves.
Oh yeah.
Woo! So you drink a pint of what is supposed to be ale, but is actually the strong dwarven ale. You sort of have this moment of
That shit's warm. It's warmed my body right up.
but you
All right,
manage to not get smashed by this, and after you take a good breath back, It's actually nice.
Mm.
You didn't
I'll
know.
be
Yeah,
able to
thank
have
you,
a drink
audience.
too.
You didn't know
Yeah, I'm gonna have a
humans could do
drink,
that.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have a drink. I'm gonna have a drink as well.
Okay.
I'll do one.
You'll take one as well. I'll pass. I'll pass the mug around. Anyone wants some?
Yeah,
egg?
we're all warming up from the ale.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone's
Yeah.
gotta keep warm.
Got a pretty good.
It's
con
Christmas. One of you has to want eggnog.
Yeah.
Maybe our new druid friend wants eggnog.
It's the fireball version of eggnog.
It's
Yes.
eggnog with a lot of rum in it.
It's more nog than egg. All right, so
Okay.
we're gonna end today's episode with this strange festivity as they share in the fight that they just had, the hardship that they had to endure while arriving here, and Connie telling them of the weirdness that has been happening in this village, the elementals, the two types of elementals. She doesn't know where it's coming from, and of rumbling in the ocean where there's ice all the way through to the bottom.
Oh shit.
Damn.
It is a block of solid ice from the shore to nearly a mile out.
The only thing harder is are Ariel's nips.
No, what I hear? I hear an ice skating trip, guys. Who brought your skates?
We got the ice skating arc.
All right.
Trying to go ice fishing, but we're gonna need a bigger drill.
Yeah, it goes all the way down. Jeez.
We have your fire sword. We'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I do believe, Jorg, you'll be a little bit late next episode. Is that it?
Yup.
All
I'm
right.
working 9 to 8.
So, with a
30.
little bit of luck, you'll arrive before they decide to take on the creature that lives under the ice.
Under the sea. Sorry.
So,
Okay.
stay safe, but try and make it here before the fight starts. I'm sure everyone will appreciate it. And meanwhile, well, who knows? For the rest of the party, maybe there's something to do there. An advantage to be found. Object, favors to be called. I don't know. We'll see next episode.
And the last thing for
I'm
me,
calling in our friend the fire.
for the viewers, I did a fortune cookie for you guys, okay? All right? So whatever your goal is in life, embrace it, visualize it, and for it will be yours. That's what we'll leave you with.
Okay. That's interesting. Alright, well, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. We hope you had a pleasant evening, even though it might have been a little bit chilly with the environment our player we're in. We hope you'll be here next week, or if you're watching this Friday on the rebroadcast, the next Friday. But, like I said, we hope you'll be there next Wednesday for the live one. And as always, if you enjoy the show, you can support the stream by following us on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. You can support the stream by making a donation, becoming a Patreon, subscribing on Twitch. Yeah, that's it, Twitch. Sorry. Subscribing on Twitch, or as always, if you can't do any of these, just simply spreading the word will help us greatly. So, as always, thank you very much. Stay safe and stay healthy. Good night.
Jenny.
Night.